Well, good afternoon, everybody. How are you? I hope everybody is doing well on this Tuesday. I know this is not my scheduled day, so I get it if we are not packed to the tills. We do have some of the babies coming on. I did want to come up real quick first and do the news real quick, and then, kind of give an introduction to them and who we're going to be talking to. Um, just to, let y'all know, what it is that we got going on and who we're going to be talking to. But first, real quick, before we start the show, I do want to get into the news. Um, I do want to get into the news just to let y'all know what's going on. And then after, if we have time, we can talk about the fights that just happened over the weekend. But real quick, because y'all know I love to get y'all the news, make sure my people at least know what's going on in the world of boxing outside of just the regular mumbo jumbo that everyone else is talking about. But here we are. So first, obviously, we know the fight card that happened over the weekend. We're gonna talk about that later, but I do just want to see a few things that I saw real quick. So not Nayua Inoue versus Nakasani hit 300 million in the gate and 500K in pay-per-views early. So this is a beautiful sign. We knew that this was going to be really huge in Japanese boxing. So shout out to Nayua Inoue. He continues to, push things to the limit, keep his eyes on his country, and rightfully so. He's on the pound for pound list. We can debate, which order that belongs later down the line, but I just wanted to come up and make sure I recognized him for his success on his pay-per-view and his win over Junto Nakatani. So shout out to Nayua Inoue for that. Um, who else we got up here? Who is this? Who is this? This was a little alarming, but I was like, hey, I'm here for it. Well, I love it anyway. David Benavidez. He said he did not feel Zurdo's power at all. Okay, after stopping him, um, speaking on the Mexican, he ain't feel no power. And we all know that the 6 round stoppage was crazy work. We do hope that, Zurdo is getting, help for his eye because his eye did look like something could possibly be broken. We do know that his nose was unfortunately broken. So shout out to David Benavidez. He continues to bring us what we need in this sport and what we are looking for in our champions and, just to represent the sport in total. Right. So definitely shout out to David Benavidez. And speaking of the Mexican monster, okay. He has his eyes set on a September 14th date in Las Vegas. He is clearly snatching the Mexican dates. Okay. He just did his Cinco de Mayo, and now he's going to do September 14th as well. He said, hey, Canelo was over there fighting, for Turkey Al-Sheikh in Saudi Arabia. We went over that. Canelo, I think he owes Turkey Al-Sheikh maybe 2 more fights. And then we'll see what he does with that. He is possibly going to be facing Mbili. This will be his 3rd fight, and then he has one more under Turkey. And then we'll see what Canelo does after that. We're going to talk, like I said, if we have time, we'll talk a little bit later in the show about the hate that I'm seeing that David Benavidez is getting lately. It's a little alarming to me, and I kind of wanted to touch on it a little bit. Um, let's see. Floyd Schofield Sr. And I don't know, I probably forgot to upload that image trying to get everything up in here. But Floyd Schofield Sr., he mentioned some sparring. He said he was pushing for a fight with Devin Haney. I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. He did say that his father talks heavily about the sparring and how he helps how he helps a lot of these guys get ready for their fights. So I guess he wanted to entertain a fight with Devin Haney. I'm not sure what weight class. Don't get me to lying. I do know he is currently ranked number 1 by the WBA at lightweight. So we will see. We do know sometimes these guys just be talking, but I did think that that was a little interesting. And like I said, later in the show, we can kind of unpack that if we have time. I do also see that Olis Iglesias, okay, he is looking to make a unification fight with let me see. Give me a second. They're having a little issue following the link. It's asking me to put in your email. Okay, so maybe they've never used StreamYard. Hold on. Do, 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 do. Okay, so like I was saying, Elysius Iglesias, he pushes Jaime Munguia towards a September unification fight. Okay. Iglesias holds the IBF, and he has improved to 15-0 with 14 knockouts when he stopped Pavel Salagian last. So he's looking to make that fight. Give me 1 second. I gotta help them with this, guys. Okay. I haven't done this in so long. Put my email in and all that other stuff. Yeah, I think you do have to put it. I know. Let me see something. Email to sign into StreamYard. I apologize, guys. Let me just help our guests make sure they get in here to us. Chris Billum Smith, right? He is 21-2 with 13 knockouts. He says he's going in. He's going over to Zuffa. I don't know if I posted this on the community board or where I posted this, but I do remember seeing that he did sign with Zuffa. He is going over there in pursuit of a Ja Opataya fight. This is after his 2024 loss to, Zurdo, and then a decision win over Brandon Glayton last April, right? So he's starting to show a little bit of signs of wear and tear. But I'll keep y'all posted on that. But he is looking to make a fight with Ja Opataya, so we're gonna see. That's for our email and password. I'm not. Oh, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Does anybody know any other way besides StreamYard that they can access this, because they're having difficulty getting on the StreamYard? Oh, hey everybody, how you doing, Miss Joette? Hey Flatbush, living the Libra life. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to help our guests figure out how to get up here. Is there any let me see. Is there, I don't even know if I could if I should go live on Instagram. Like, how would I do that? I don't even know. Hold on. Let me see, guys. Ugh. Man, this stinks. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the job attire situation, and then now here we go with Lamont Roach. Now he is targeting either Stevenson and Mason. Obviously, as the Williams and Pater negotiations continue for, I believe they're supposed to fight in June. Now they are still awaiting confirmation. However, if y'all remember, Javier Herrera won that interim belt. How they skipped over him to make this particular fight, I will never understand anyway. So they have to figure this whole thing out, right? He is the mandatory, and that may be, a disruption to Lamont's plans moving forward. So we're going to see how this whole thing shapes out. I do know, there was he made reference of wanting to fight maybe Abdullah. I know before him and Shakur were talking about making a fight. So we're going to see how that all shapes up and shakes out between him and whoever else. I'm not sure. And I'm not, kudos to him. He has a great representation as far as his team, because I'm not sure how you trying to get a title shot after 2 draws. So I just that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but you know what I mean? It is what it is, I guess, in that particular instant. But we'll see what happens. But they need to stop overlooking Javier Herrera, because he earned that title shot. So we'll see what happens with him. I didn't want to make it too long because I just assumed that they would be able to pop up, but it seems like they're having trouble because they don't know how to access the StreamYard, and I don't know where else I can stream with them. Let me think. Does YouTube have a stream that I can connect to? Oh, you know what? Doesn't they allow? Oh no, but that would only show it over there, right? It wouldn't stream to like Instagram and stuff. Trying to figure this out, y'all. Sorry, I just assumed everybody knew how to use StreamYard, so y'all got to give me a second while I try and help them out. So they don't know how to get up here, and I don't know how else to Zoom. How can I stream through Zoom though, Flatbush? I don't know how to stream through Zoom. I've never used anything actually except StreamYard, which I probably have to broaden my horizons for situations like this. Because I want to be able to everyone to, when we extend an invitation for them to come on, I want them to be able to come on. I don't want there to be any hindrances when trying to access us or we're trying to access them. So if anybody knows another way outside of StreamYard, I know somebody said Zoom, but I don't know how I would be able to stream so that you guys can see it too as I do it. I don't know how that would work. We can just schedule for me. That's cool. Here's something at 5. Oh, man. Damn it. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. This stinks. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm going to have to reschedule the interview. They don't know how to get on here, and they said they have somewhere to be in like 20 minutes, half an hour. Let me see when I can get them back over here. Give me a second. Well, then we'll just continue with, I guess, our regular show. I'll change the thumbnail later so people don't get confused. I need to figure out what other places can I use to stream. You know what? Because the last person that said that, they were able to figure it out, though. Let me find out. Okay. Okay, no worries. Thank you. Yeah, I guess I got to try and figure out what other platform we can use to stream outside of StreamYard, since they don't have it. I'm just assuming that everyone had StreamYard or knew how to use it. I got to figure some stuff out because I want to make sure we get them on here. So I definitely want to make sure where else we can stream to. Maybe I'll do like a pre-record. Maybe I'll do a Zoom with like a pre-record and then just drop it. But I wanted y'all to be able to participate in the conversation. I know y'all really don't like pre-records. I know I don't like them. I only do them like when I'm in a rush and I haven't dropped any content in a minute. I just want to make sure I give y'all something. What's Riverside FM NHA? What is that? Does that come to YouTube? Like, would y'all be able to watch it too? Nah, because they said they don't have they never had StreamYard. I guess they're saying they never had it, so it's asking them for like all their information. Which these are kids; they don't want to be bothered with that. I thought so too. Like I said, I just assumed that everybody used StreamYard, but I guess when you're logging on for the first time, you do have to fill out all of your information. So I don't know. It's an alternative to StreamYard. Okay, but will you guys be able to see the interview too? I need to know that real quick because if I can see if they can access that, maybe they can still give us like a few minutes. If not, we can always reschedule. It's not a big deal, but I did wanted to interview them. I've been following them for quite some time. I wanted to finally meet them and talk with them, but it's all good. More to come, honey, because mother has been busy and I have been stalking people. So I'm pretty sure oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because he asked me something about Zoom, but I don't know how to connect Zoom to right here. So I don't know how to do that. I guess I need to get a little bit more technically savvy myself. But that stinks. All right, well, let's just keep it moving. For now, I just wanted to do the upcoming fights. And then I guess I can drop the link because I plan on having our interview for most of the show, but I guess we can recap the fights that happened over the weekend. The upcoming fights this weekend are the Wardley versus Dubois card on May 9th. Obviously, Dubois last fought Usyk July 19th in 2025. He lost by KO in the 5th round. We saw that. This is going to be for Wardley's WBO heavyweight title. Okay, now it's going to air in England at 6 p.m., the US at 2 p.m., and the UK at 6 p.m. live. And it's going to be on the Zone pay-per-view. So it is behind their little firewall. Okay. It's behind their little firewall. Now, obviously, Wardley, we know his last fight was October of last year, where he defeated Joseph Parker, who then later popped for PED. Well, the sugar. So that fight is taking place this week. That fight, yeah. Thank you, Savage Bro. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I'm a little upset. I wanted to finally meet them. Just love them so much. I've been following them for so long. We'll figure it out. I'll call their dad later, maybe, and talk to him and see what we can work out and see the next time I can get them over here, because they are still in school. So I know that their schedule is a little busy too. They're due to graduate the end of this month, so I know that they're extremely busy with all kind of stuff. So, but I will definitely circle back and make sure we figure out something on how to get them up here. But also on this card is going to be Morrell versus Chalet. Now, listen, y'all remember David Morrell was supposed to be fighting who was that? Caleb Smith, right? But he pulled out due to an injury, right? So Zakay Chalet, I guess he's a late minute replacement. He's 16-3 and 1 with 8 knockouts. He was stopped by, I think, Adam Happel via 10th round stoppage, I think last June. And then David Morrell, he is 12-1 with 9 knockouts. This is also on that card. This is for light heavyweight. It's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and then 12 p.m. Pacific Time. Okay. Jack Foray is also on that card. He's also on that card versus Ikan Usam. This is at super lightweight. Now, I don't really know much about Rafferty, but Usam, I think I saw him fight. Oh God, that name sounds so familiar. We be watching so many fights. I be completely sometimes all these faces be starting to bloom together. Link on how to use Zoom. Oh, this is for the lives. I could just kiss you, NHA. Hold on. Now let me see if I can. How do I put this on the thing? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. We're gonna get this thing together. Oh, this is just a what you call it. Oh, boy. Oh, StreamYard to YouTube live stream to YouTube or a custom streaming service. For platform, able to set up your stream platforms ahead of time. Setting up the stream in Zoom, so as to completely schedule your meeting in Zoom. Okay, but how do I? Okay, hold on. Uncheck YouTube. Check YouTube allows you to stream while University connects. University connected. Is this like a school thing? University of Minnesota. NHA baby. I don't know if I can use this. Setting up your stream platform ahead of time. Log into YouTube, select your creative post, go live, a pop-up window. You know what? We're gonna see something, NHA. Log into my YouTube. I'm logged into my YouTube. I'm gonna figure this out. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna figure this out. But yeah, that's the fight that's coming up this particular weekend. I might just reach out and see what it is that they have, right? Like what platform they have, and then I'll worry about how they can connect it afterwards. So we'll see. We shall see. But I guess we can talk about the fights that happened over the weekend and what y'all think of the card, the PBC card that got that was Saturday. That was Saturday. I guess we can talk about that. I'm gonna have to change the I'll change the oh shit. I'll change okay. I'll change the thumbnail later so that no one gets confused. I don't want them coming over here thinking they're about to see the babies, and then the babies aren't showing on the screen. They be saying Jabqueen don't try to scam them. They're gonna say Jabqueen tried to scam them, which I absolutely did not. But while we waiting on somebody to click the link, let's go ahead and talk about the hate that David Benavidez is currently receiving. Where it says what, baby? Enabling the live stream feature. What is that? NHA. This is a Zoom. Okay, this is Zoom. So just go to Zoom because I have a Zoom account. But how do I? You know what? Let me go on my Zoom account and then see how do I connect it to my YouTube because we gotta be able to get the people. Um, let me see. I'll try and see how I can connect. Oh man, I'm gonna have to connect a whole bunch of stuff because I don't want people not to be able to reach us when we want to talk to them, especially since. Hold on a second. Go to the section where it says enabling the live stream feature. Okay. Sign in. I have an account. Let me create one of the Jabqueen though, because I have one for when I do my daughter's school meetings. I don't want them getting all combobulated together because the teachers be like, "What in the world?" Yeah, I don't want them to know me like that. Anyway, the card on Saturday nights with the PBC card that took place Saturday night with obviously David Benavidez and Zurdo at the head. I thought the card was absolutely amazing. There were some really, really good fights on that card. I thought that Sanchez, what was his name? Sanchez versus Chavez, right? I think that's who that was. I thought that was a barn burner. That was a really, really good fight. It was a lot in the phone booth. They had it. They had it really pretty much pumping over there. A lot of back and forth. I saw a lot of just it's Mexican style, basically. You know what I'm saying? Mexican style boxing, and I have to say I enjoyed it a lot. I really did. I thought that card was extremely, extremely well put together. I didn't see a whole bunch of like what do you call those fluff fights or you know what I'm saying breakout fights. Everybody in there was pretty much really trying to win. And that's how you want to see fights. You want to see guys in there that are really trying to win. You don't want them in there just, you know what I'm saying, pit pat, pit pat, pit pat. I heard a lot of people say, about the skill levels, but that's Mexican style boxing. They don't really use, from what I've been watching anyway, they don't use like a whole lot of head movement. They pretty much get in there and just slug it out. You know what I'm saying? Block when they block and slug it out for the most damn part. But let's start with that fight because I think that's when I sat down and really watched the fight. I didn't really watch the Flores fight. I was like, back and forth in between the TV, cooking and all kind of stuff. So I didn't really watch that fight. But I finally sat down for the Sanchez versus Chavez fight. That was at the bantamweight, if I'm not mistaken. And it was, I thought I heard them say this was like a rematch from their amateurs or something like that. So I was like, oh, okay, but both of them were going in there undefeated, so that of course made it a little more tense, and a little more interesting to watch because it's all about who wants it more, right? I think Sanchez. Let me move this picture of David Benavidez because that is not the fight we're talking about right now. Sanchez was keeping the pressure. He had pretty good foot movement. You know what I'm saying? Good body work. Chavez kept landing that right though. He landed that right a few times. He was pretty much, volume punching. It was a phone booth fight, pretty much. I scored it pretty much the same. I gave it to Sanchez too. I thought that Chavez, I don't know, he wasn't as busy. I'll say that he didn't stay as busy as Sanchez throughout the whole fight. Sanchez was just all over him, and he wanted it. He wanted to stay undefeated. He wanted it a little bit more than Chavez at that particular moment. So I definitely felt like he won. Now the Ferrero and the Duarte fight. I know I forgot what panel I was on, and I was like, no, I thought that Ferrero won that fight, which I still feel like he did, but I can't really be mad that they gave it to Duarte. Although I thought, if somebody said it wasn't for a belt, but I thought it was for a belt. I thought it was for Ferrero's belt, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I know no, I'm sorry, you're right. This was not for a belt. The Resendez fight was for a belt versus Jaime Munguia. That fight was for a belt, but this fight with Oscar Duarte, I wasn't overly impressed. I wasn't upset that Duarte won. I thought that Ferrero kind of pulled it off, but Oscar was bleeding out his ear. He had all kind of stuff going on with him during this fight, and you could tell that Ferrero's punches was really starting to take effect. I think when they both went down, the ref and Ferrero I think it was the end of the fourth round at the bell when he took the ref down with him when he drugged the ref down with him. So I don't know. That fight was definitely entertaining to say the least for sure. But I'm I'm gonna probably try that in a little bit NHA because I don't want to like have no silence while I'm sitting here and trying to focus on bringing that up and focus on trying to do this. I should have asked them actually before um what platform that they've used before. I don't know why I just assumed that everybody was using StreamYard, but let me try and connect Zoom right now to my account to just see what I can get going on. Okay. So now I have it. Hold on, because what you say, do NHA? Hold on a second. You said features, something about my features. So something about my features. I think I got it. Hold on. Hey Picasso, baby. Savage, my brother, what's going on? Hold on. NHA, you said do what now? Go to the section where it says enable the live stream feature. Okay. Meeting, recording, summary hub, whiteboard notes, clips, AI docs, schedule a task, my account maybe. I don't. NHA, where is it? I don't see that. I don't see it. It just says at the top. Hold on, schedule, web apps. Hold on. It don't say. It doesn't say where I can connect it. You know what, y'all? Hold on. We ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna turn this share screen. Okay, hold on. No, that ain't it. Okay. I don't know if NHA is still in here. NHA, where do I go? So I'm on the top, right? Where do I go to find? What did you say? Hey, so I thought I spoke to you already. To find where you're saying enable live stream because I don't see that. Go to the section where it says enable live stream featuring. No, I don't see that. Web app. Enable live stream featuring. I'm gonna have to play with this later, y'all. Because I can't figure this out either. Solution Zoom. Maybe go back to the beginning. No. I don't see it. NHA. I don't see where it says enable live stream. I'll have to play with it later. And see what I can come up with. But I'll definitely make sure I do that. So that in the event that they still can't figure it out, I'll when we reschedule, I'll give them that option too. And maybe I'll just start giving out a whole heap of options just in case everyone doesn't use StreamYard or isn't comfortable with it. I'll make sure I can provide them a link that they can access and are comfortable with. But oh yeah. So okay, Picasso. Let's see. Yeah, so back to what I was saying about David Benavidez. I'm not sure what people have a problem with his performance or why a lot of people had a problem with David's performance. I'm hearing silly little things now on the internet, like David Benavidez. Like even under my video, I had somebody say he's Dominican, all other kind of foolishness. Like I just don't understand where the David Benavidez hate is coming from all of a sudden. Like you would think this is a man moving the way that we want our boxers in this sport to move, right? He's calling out the toughest competition. He's making the fights that he can make, and he's getting in there and he's stepping on things, right? Like when he says, "Oh, I promise pain," or "It's gonna be brutal," whatever. You can almost take that to the bank because David Benavidez, he don't be capping about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were saying that 25-pound jump was gonna, be in his detriment. I can't tell. His hands were still just as fast as ever. That weight seemed to be just fine on him. And he's the first person to ever stop Zurdo. And what is he now? The first the first champion to just jump up 25 pounds and win it in 3 different weight class. Like, why? What is with the hate that he's been receiving lately? I don't get it. Can somebody tell me what the problem is with David Benavidez? It just seems like, I don't know. Is it the Canelo lust, or what's going on? I'm not sure what's happening, but it seems to be a lot of y'all having a lot of comments, negative comments about David Benavidez. I mean, I can't see y'all saying anything about his performance. You know what I'm saying? He got a stoppage in the 6th round. But what is with, like, I don't get it. And he will be fighting again September 14th. He's decided. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't understand this, Cash. I really don't. I don't understand why it is that people seem to have such a problem with him. I think that secretly some of y'all be hating, and y'all was hoping that he lost to Zurdo, and now Zurdo ain't no good and he's trash, and all kind of foolishness. That just is like, y'all wasn't saying this before the fight. Before the fight, y'all was talking about how big Zurdo was, how much bigger than David Benavidez he was, how David Benavidez, that 25-pound jump, he may regret it. And now all of a sudden, Zurdo is washed, or Zurdo was never that good. Like, y'all, some of y'all have to really stop this. Yeah, yeah, he was Picasso. He didn't look healthy at some of those weights, but he looked it fine. In that ring, I think he came, what was his last weigh in, at 196.4, or was it just 190? I think it was like 196.4, something like that. He was able to get in there and do what he had to do. He made weight, you know what I'm saying, well under the limit. So I'm not really sure. You know what I'm saying? Who do we want to see David Benavidez in there with next? Well, we know who he wants. We know who he called out in the ring. He's made mention of all of the guys. You know what I'm saying? But who's going to really fight him is the question. I don't think that. People calling him a weight bully. I just don't understand where y'all coming from with some of this stuff. Like, with the information that's out there, stamina and endurance is crazy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is crazy. His hand speed was really crazy. But he's always had fast hands though. Like, if you go back and look at the video of him when he was like, a little chubbier. What's up, Blaze? When he was a little chubbier, his hands were still fast even then. So it's kind of like, I don't understand it. I don't really understand what the problem is, or why everybody all of a sudden has such an issue with David Benavidez. I don't know if it's because he called out Canelo, or if it's because, you know what I'm saying, he's taking Canelo's holiday. Either way, those ain't his problems. Canelo decided to align himself with Turkey Al Sheikh for a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really sure why everybody is you know what I'm saying, upset with David Benavidez. He doing what y'all favorite fighters won't do. Get in there and squabble up, testing himself. I just don't get it. Where's the respect? Like, this man does everything that you would want your favorite fighter to do. Well, yeah, maybe all things, but still, I don't understand what, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, some stuff I see just be weird to me. Like, how is it that the man that's fighting everybody we want to see him fight, doing everything we want to see him do, closing out shows in amazing fashion? I mean, come on. 6th round knockout from a guy who's never been stopped before. That's impressive. Y'all can say, Zurdo is this, Zurdo is that. Like, how? Let's pull up his resume, because some of y'all, I be really like trying to figure out what be going on with some of y'all, because there's no way. It's no way he getting all of this hate after closing out a show in the fashion that he did. This man, he fought a nigga that has never been stopped. It's craziness to me. It's absolute madness. Hold on a second, Ramirez. It's absolute madness to me. Did you not see him, like, broke the man's nose in 4K? Like, I just don't. What y'all want from David, man? What y'all really want from him? Y'all tell me what would please y'all, cause source, some of y'all, like, what how would y'all like David Benavidez to move? Cause to me, I mean, hell, David Benavidez is one of my favorite fighters. He moving like he should. He's absolutely moving like he should. Look at this. Before, oh my goodness. What in the hell is this? Oh, okay. Before he fought David Benavidez, he was only 48-1 with 30 knockouts. The one knockout loss he just suffered was obviously to David Benavidez. I don't understand what it is what the problem is. So let's look and see. Obviously, he just lost to David Benavidez. Now Dorsey, let's see, 27-2. It's not like he's out here fighting this Chris. Yeah, well, Christian, I just talked about how he lost, Christian lost to him, but that's neither here nor there. He lost to Dimitri Bivol before. Okay, 2 losses. That's it. I don't understand why everybody and now we're trying to discredit him because y'all don't want to give David Benavidez no damn credit. That's how tacky some of y'all is. Y'all just gonna kick the poor man back out. This poor man, he done had damn near 50 fights, only ever lost once or twice, and now all of a sudden he ain't really like that, all because y'all don't like David Benavidez. Y'all, some of y'all gotta make this make sense to me. It just don't make no sense. What are y'all talking about? What is going on? It's only, I can't see what that say, Cash. It's only one fan base that feels some type of way. I don't even know who that would be, right? Because I don't know. Canelo's fan base, maybe. I can understand why they're upset, but they have no one to blame but Canelo for the way that they feel if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand that. That was a pure demolition. Yeah, that I don't understand. Listen, I don't know. I know that that's what I'm saying, D Free. A lot of people were concerned about David with the 25-pound jump. They were saying Zurdo, he's nothing to play with. He's a natural he's a natural cruiserweight. David Benavidez, all of these things when they were going into the fight, but then when David Benavidez stops him, all of a sudden now Zurdo wasn't that good. He's been washed. How a man that got, what is it now, 51 fights? 50, how was he washed and he only ever lost once? That doesn't even make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Never been stopped. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Some things just aren't making a lot of sense to me, and I was wondering because I've just been seeing it people just now they're trying to discredit his heritage. He's not really a Mexican. He's he's Dominican or whatever the case may be. But he reps for Mexico, does he not? I see him all the time with that Mexican flag on, even at the post conference and even in the ring. He was speaking. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But anybody want to talk about how Canelo got up out of there before David Benavidez's fight? Did anybody else see Canelo scurrying up out of there before the David Benavidez fight? Oh my goodness. Canelo ought to be ashamed of his doggone self, man. He ought to be ashamed of his daggone self. Ah, my goodness. I saw him run up out of there, talking about he only came there to see Jaime Munguia fight Resendez, but he felt the pressure on his neck. They were booing him a little bit in the audience, y'all. I felt bad for him. I really did. Well, slightly. He really brought this on himself, but somewhat I did feel bad for him. Yeah, he was. He was in and out of there like a robbery child. Has not so he Mexican to hate it. Yeah, I don't understand this. So his dad, his father is Mexican, but they were saying something like his grandfather was Dominican or something like that. I don't know if they meant on his mother's side or his father's side, but they were saying that his grandfather is Dominican. So I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't know. I've already turned down a fight with David, but they're still trying. Yeah. I told y'all about that. Bivol dropped the belt so he wouldn't have to fight David. I guess this was before the back surgery or whatever the case may be. But I know that fight. Benavidez said he wouldn't mind a fight with David Benavidez. But are they even going to give him credit? Because they talking trash now about this fight. So will they give him credit? Because we know that Benavidez is in his 40s. now. You know what I'm saying? He's a good, what, 41, 42? So I don't know. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm really I'm a little perplexed on how we keep on arriving at these these hating assumptions. These it's just weird, man. I give him full credit because nobody expected him to go in there and do what he did to Zurdo. Zurdo had never been stopped before. He was bigger. He looked bigger anyway going into the damn fight. You know what I'm saying? That explains it because I don't care if a motherfucker green if they have a fight like Benavidez. Exactly. That's it. That's all it boils down to. If you can get in there and show me you are who you say you are, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's the fact that he decides to represent Mexican boxing. Hell, the way Canelo done sold his soul to Saudi, y'all need somebody representing y'all. Y'all need somebody over there that's gonna definitely stand up and stand on business. Because we see what Canelo did. He went over there to the highest bidder. Now look at his market value. Canelo Alvarez's market value is shot in America, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? They done David Benavidez done snatched Cinco de Mayo, and he about to snatch September 14th. Those are the two Mexican holidays that Canelo used to basically own. And now who owns David Benavidez? And what is Canelo going to do about it? Nothing. He's also fighting, I believe, in September, but he's fighting like in Saudi or Mexico or something like that. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see how this all pans out. I don't know what is next for David Benavidez. We'll see who wants to get in the ring with him. I know he mentioned Jao Pataya, but he said he ain't about to go fight for no Zuffa belt. He pretty much said the same thing I said. I don't know why he went over there. I think that decision to go over there was a little premature. So I'm not really sure what how they're gonna make that particular fight happen. Because if David goes over there, I know he don't want to drop his belt. He just got him. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Better be Bivol. Everything is on the table, I'm assuming. But if not, we'll see what happens. Who knows what's next to him? Zurdo can rebuild. He has a pretty solid resume. He's been, he's a little long in the tooth, but he'll be all right once he gets himself together and, what I'm saying, fixes everything that's wrong. Because I think his nose was broken. So once he heals and everything like that, I guess he can revisit what's going on with him. Munguia and Resendez. I expected more from Resendez, and only because of what he did to Caleb Plant. I was surprised that he beat Caleb Plant actually. Even though, I knew that after round 6, Caleb Plant would start to gas and things would get a little out of control from there. But I really did expect, I expected Caleb Plant to be able to pull that off. But when he didn't, I guess it gave me a false sense of hope for Resendez, to thinking he was maybe a little more skilled than maybe he was. So I really don't know. But Jaime Munguia, I just told y'all, Iglesias wants his shot at him. Canelo, he wouldn't mind a rematch. So, who knows what Jaime Munguia is going to do. Jaime Munguia looks good. He over there with Eddie Reynoso. Hopefully everything pans out with the after fight testing and everything else. And we'll go from there and see what happens. But for people, running around here having a problem with David Benavidez, it's just weird to me, man. It really is. But let me get we don't went over his boxer child. Let me move his little thing off the screen. I just wanted to figure out how somebody like that was washed. You know what I'm saying? 48 fights, 30 knockouts, and only 2 losses. So that's just crazy to me. Yeah, exactly, Ramon. When he got gassed. And see, Caleb Plant has been gassing like that for a while now. You know what I'm saying? In the 6th round. Like, it's no secret that he kind of gasses and starts to fade towards the later rounds of the fights. So I wasn't surprised, but I still thought that he had enough to kind of at least keep Resendez off him, if you will. Keep him kind of off of him, if you will, and pull it out, because he was the champion at that particular time. And more importantly, I wanted to see him win that fight because I wanted to see him fight Charlo. I mean, Charlo took care of his business. He got cornbread up out of there. You just had to take care of Resendez. So I don't know. Even though I really don't think that should never be a contingency on any fight. Like, if you slap me I don't care how many people beat you up. Until I do, we not even. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. No, Picasso. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Cause didn't he just get that belt? Or how long had Plant had that belt? Because I know it was for his belt. Munguia was his mandatory challenger. And Munguia walked away with that belt. And then look at you. Your very next fight, you lost it. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. When can we get a successful title defense? Now, I didn't get a chance to like I said, record my stuff because I just assumed we were gonna be on the interview, but we're gonna have to do a ghetto style because I did see something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. What is going on with Devin Haney? What is he talking about? Can somebody enlighten me on what this young man is talking about? I saw on here we go, right here. Where is this leaked interview? When was this? Oh, this must be old. Where they were talking. Hold on, I guess this is an old interview with him and Teofimo Lopez that were talking about boxing. I think Tio was up on the ring. He was up on the ring recently too, talking about how Shakur isn't that big. I Now listen, I know a lot of people's they have an issue when I say that, Shakur Stevenson is not as small as he portrays himself to be. And that's just me looking at him as just against, standing next to some of these other guys in his weight class or in and around rather his weight class. And just also hearing him tell other boxers like, you're not that big. I don't see him as this small little guy. That's just not what I'm getting out of seeing him. When I look at him, I don't see him as a small little guy. Now, maybe in some respects he may be small for some of the guys at 147, but I don't really understand how, he's not really that small. You know what I'm saying? Let me see something. Let me see. Y'all watch what live? I think that you know what? This guy, he makes me sick, but we're gonna hold on a second. I don't know what this is about, but we're gonna look at it. Because I wanna say something about this fight too that's coming up this weekend. I'll change my thumbnail later, y'all. Second.
I feel like you don't like me very much, Daniel. That's my feeling.
Really?
I feel like you don't like me. Yeah.
Why you say that, man?
I'm one of the. Well, I feel like you don't like me. It's just like it's a vibe here that I'm getting.
It's not.
It's not.
I'm in just fight mode, man.
I was watching you against Joe Joyce, and I said it's bullshit the way they're treating you, the British public, the British media, the way they're talking about you. I had your back. I was taking bullets for you here.
That's bullshit. I don't even know why you're bringing that up.
I'm trying to tell you that's why I was one of your supporters. I was on the front lines on your behalf.
Yeah. No, thanks. Thank you, man.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for the thanks. Okay, well, I think you want to go.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Can you give me? No.
Yo,
yes.
Nah,
oh, you want to stay?
What are you trying to say, man? This is getting awkward right now. Let's go right.
I can't tell.
Pull this shit off.
Okay, I think he's out.
Y'all, why he don't like Ariel Helwani? Why he don't like Ariel Helwani? That was so weird to me. I thought he was about to talk about his upcoming fight, but so Daniel Dubois, the last time I seen him, he was in the ring with Usyk. And it was what, a 6th round, 5th round, or 6th round. He took a knee again for the second time. Against because that was a rematch, right? They fought twice. Both times, if I'm not mistaken, he took a knee. So we'll see how he does against Widley this weekend. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. What y'all over here talking about? Who don't like who? Mr. Shelton, who y'all talking about? Shakur? No. It's not that I don't like him, Mr. Shelton. It's just that he's not a little guy. Like I don't like when people say that he's so small because it's not true. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't know, Mr. Shelton. It's not that I don't like him. It's just that I don't like how he's babied. I don't like how he's made to look like he's some sort of victim when in fact he's not. It's almost like weird energy to me. How you go around calling out all these guys, but then you want to act like you're such a little guy. It doesn't really add up. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. That's all. And I don't like how you try to put stipulations on guys that you call out. You know what I mean? Especially if you're not, I don't know, you're not in a position to tell guys what they can and can't do. And I'm sorry, he just doesn't look that small to me. Shakur's what, 5'8", 5'9"? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Oh, he didn't take no knee. Wait a minute, because one of those fights he did take a knee, didn't he? I could have sworn either the first or the second fight, Mr. Shelton, he took a knee. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. It is. I thought he took a knee in one of those fights. I could have sworn he took a damn knee. I gotta go back and watch it. I thought he took a knee. Yeah, I don't know. They let me see this. Let me see something because I don't know. They keep saying this is old, but why is it resurfacing? This video with Devin and Tio. Why? What's the significance of it? That happened that I should go for like a little kid, or is this? I don't know. What is this? I don't understand the significance of this or why this is resurfacing again. Let me see something. Let me see. I don't know. Can somebody tell me the significance of this? Why is this resurfacing again? I don't get that. Let's watch this and see what the hell this is.
Put me right back where I want to be, and he can't. He's not in my. I got that guy. Who is it? Do you have anyone in mind? Devin. Oh, okay. There it is. I love that matchup. It was just cool. That's a second ago.
We could have made the fight happen at 140. I signed for the fight. I don't know. He lost his pin when it was time to sign.
What happened?
But you never know.
What happened to your pen?
Make it happen.
On a contractual level, man, that's all it was. I think there was a 3-fight deal connected with, so on and so forth, and they didn't follow through on the second fight. That's all.
Well, maybe that fight, if you both find yourselves in a different situation in the coming years, that fight can happen. Because when I think about, remember when everything was promoted as the Four Kings?
You would have been at 147, so you would have been better. You would have been more of your natural self.
That's true. But now there's time now that you're world champ. Well, title belt holder.
Yeah.
So you go up to 147, but kind of almost like sort of you have an argument for champ.
Yeah, it's that time. It feels better, right?
What?
It's a lot better at 147.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I think that eventually all of us are going to meet at 147, 154. All those guys.
I think other than Shakur. Shakur is just too small.
I think Shakur's going to go up. I think Shakur he's the same size as you. I'm about to say,
but I kid you not, despite everything that happened that night in the fight, he felt like a small kid compared to it all. He just felt smaller.
Yeah, Shakur's skeleton. Like you could see you guys, you, Ryan, you guys are bigger. Yeah, you're broader.
When we all met when they was going to fight for the.
Devin's not trying to hear that.
No. But the Canelo and Crawford. Remember we had the promotion and all that, and you was there with Shakur, and you were more cut. I'm like, damn, they look like the same build.
What was it? Was it the people bill you as the Four Kings, the Five Kings? Like people were trying to harken back to Hagler, Leonard, Duran, and Hearns, and actually people leave out Benitez, who fought Hearns, Duran, and Leonard, but never Hagler, right? So to me, the 5 guys I think about who looked athletically different and came up around the same time were you two, Shakur, Ryan, and Tank.
Yeah.
Right? So any permutation of those fights, we've gotten Tank and Ryan, we've gotten Ryan and you, although under certain circumstances that were unfair to you. We got you and Shakur, right? You tell me you two want to do it. That's great.
I don't want to see that yet, bro. I don't want to see that yet. I really don't. Because I think there's not a lot of people going to beat him. It's not a lot of people going to beat him. Why not keep building this thing up?
Because this is the history of boxing. Is too much building up, not enough fighting.
But I'm just saying, he just came off a loss. Let him get back to his swag. Because I don't want that. No, but I'm saying, man, that's boxing.
Well, it might not be next, but like in the next year,
he got a guy he want to get back with.
How many times a year do you want to fight?
2 to 3 times a year.
I think 3's a lot.
How about you, Tam? Huh? How many times a year do you want to fight?
Same.
I want to fight now. Anybody on TV that ain't boxing got a lot to say, holler at me. You know what I mean? I want to fight next too.
Levon Bell?
All right. Coming up, Canelo Alvarez versus Christian Embiid would put me.
First of all, I want to say a few things. I thought that was old, but clearly that was recent. I guess because of the way it looked. Like I don't know why it looks like that. But I got a few questions. I am concerned with Teofimo's mental stability, right? And I have been for quite some time. He seems to be in better spirits now than he was a little while ago. I know that Devin is thirsty for a fight. Because, he's run out of options, or at least that's what it would appear. I know Bill is probably somewhere behind the scenes cooking up whatever it is he can cook up. But just in total, like, yes, both of y'all were supposed to fight. Y'all should have fought at 135. Y'all had several opportunities to fight. Like, that's all I understand. Why continue to just move around each other and not fight one another? It's just silly. All of y'all can't be the best. All of y'all not going to be able to retire undefeated. That's just not plausible. And if it is, that lets me know that y'all are strategic as HELL when it comes to y'all opponents. It's no way all of y'all retire undefeated. Who keeps whooping behind, though? Mr. Shelton? Who you talking about, baby? Who keeps whooping butt? Yes, TL did get beat up by Shakur. That is true. Yeah, I don't know why he said little kid, because that was like weird to me. How you let a little kid whoop you out then? Because he definitely did that. 12 zipped you, but who got whooped? Mr. Shelton, I thought we talked about this, right? Like you, and it was like a couple of y'all other Shakur fans, right? Like, can y'all do me a favor? For people who don't really understand what's going on, the verbiage matters, right? So when you say whooped his ass, like that's not what Shakur does, right? Can you say like he outpoints you, or he'll make you look, like you're not on his level? Stuff like that is acceptable. But when you start saying things like he'll beat your ass and, belt to ass, all those kind of like that kind of verbiage, that confuses people, because then like me, I didn't know who you were talking about, and I had to go back and kind of see so I could follow the conversation. You threw me off with the whooping ass, so you got to kind of just for our sake, you know what I'm saying? Just say he outpointed him or something like that. Don't say like whooped ass and stuff like that, because that's not really what he does, right? He can outpoint you for sure, but whoop your ass, no. All right, so we'll just keep it at like outpoint you or make you look silly. Like he didn't beat Tio up, he outboxed Tio. You know what I'm saying? So look at the Mexican master. Let's see what he's talking about over here on Ariel Hawani. I guess he's talking about Canelo scurrying out the arena before his fight. Which Canelo, that was so corny of Canelo. I don't know why he did that. I guess because he suspected that David Benavidez was going to call him out after that fight. But let's see.
It was a shame that Canelo wasn't able to watch that fight there, because he got a little bit scared, and I think I might have scared him away. But just to show everybody, man, I'm a bad dude, man. I'm a bad MFer.
He left before your fight? Canelo did.
Yeah, he left before. I think he seen Munguia's fight, and then he just took off. But
what's his beef with you? What, like, I know that you wanted it, but like, what? You're there. You're the main event. Why not stick around and watch the fight?
I don't know, man. I think it's just I think there's like a civil war between Mexicans and Mexican Americans. Where I'm, everybody says I'm not Mexican, but there's some people from Mexico that they say I'm not Mexican enough, this and that. So there's just like a rivalry between us. I mean, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't even be like that. At the end of the day, we could just give the fans what they want to see, give them a great fight, and then we could both go home to our families. And that's really as easy as it can be. But I think, you know, a lot of people, they're not, other people, they're not as confident in themselves as I am confident in myself. So when you're confident about anything, you know, you can make anything happen. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, the fans won. You know, the fans had a great event. The whole event from top to bottom was a stacked card. You know, there were some great fights. And I'm just happy that, you know, exactly what I said is what happened. You know, I said that this was going to be a legendary fight card from top to bottom, and everybody had a great time. Everybody got their money's worth. Everybody was super happy. And that's what really at the end of the day what matters, because the fans matter the most.
I know you mentioned him in the ring after the fight, but you don't really think that there's any chance this happens at this point, right?
No, I'm just talking right now. You know what I mean? I think I've deserved that. I mean, I've earned that. If I don't get that fight, at least I could talk about it like I'm the bad man. You know what I mean? So I don't think that fight's ever gonna happen, to be honest with you. But
I don't think it would be smart. I mean, honestly, you're going in two completely different directions at this point. I don't think it would be smart for him.
Yeah, no, but like at the end of the day, bro, you know, we're just happy. We're happy with everything that we've had in our career up to this point, and now I'm just gonna take over. Then just plain and simple. And I'm not gonna take over by just taking over the date. I'm getting the toughest and hardest fight.
Well, I mean, listen, David Benavidez, that's pretty much says it all. And that was my question earlier. Why everybody got a problem with David Benavidez? He ain't Mexican enough? Is that where we going with this now? Is that the what we trying to get at? Because I don't get that. I mean, you would think that he's doing everything that, you know, Mexicans want him to do, Americans want to. Listen, I am thoroughly entertained every time David Benavidez get in the ring. I am thoroughly entertained. I know I'm about to see somebody get their butt whooped for real. You know, not some people's version of butt whoop, but either get stopped or knocked out. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm about to see that. So for some of y'all, I don't know, man. I'm trying to really figure it out what sort of animosity about when it comes to David Benavidez. Some of y'all act like he a fraud, and I don't see how. It's some other boxers that are frauds, though. You know what I'm saying? But David Benavidez, he not one of them. So why we just don't chill out and let the man do what he do?
He's definitely a volume puncher. You know, he has some good offense. You know, he's quick. He got some good feet. So I'll say he's real rounded at what he does. But everything he does, you know, I do better.
He's been stopped before. Do you think you can become the second guy to stop him?
For sure. I mean, I'm just here to have a lot of fun. You know, whenever I'm not gonna tell you how it's gonna go down, but I know July 4th. You know, I'm gonna enjoy it just as much as. He's definitely a volume puncher. You know, he has some good offense. You know, he's quick. He got some good feet. So I'll say he's real rounded at what he does. But everything he does, you know, I do better.
He's been stopped before. Do you think you can become the second guy to stop him?
Sorry, I was
For sure. I mean, I'm just here to have.
I love Abdullah. He seemed like he coming into his own. What the Mr. Ramon, what is going on here? Yeah, I'm excited to see Abdullah Mason's fight too. Don't forget we have the Keyshawn Davis fight coming up this month. We got the Oshaki Foster fight at the end of the month. So May pretty much lit. You know what I'm saying? I know EJ in the press conference was the other day. Now, listen, I don't know. I couldn't find that press conference for whatever reason. I had to like catch snippets of it where I was able to catch snippets of it. So I did only see like quite a few. I know there was an issue. He didn't want to shake Tim Tszю's hand or something like that, but hell, it's EJ. I know he spoke upon you know, his issues with Charlo and you know, Charlo being a little salty at him. I did see, we talked about the Charlo interview that he had on Brian Custer, you know, talking about a fight with EJ. So maybe, you know, after EJ gets in there and hopefully he handles business against Tim Tszyu, maybe that's a fight that they can, you know, possibly make. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm just glad to see EJ back in action, man. I'm glad that he decided to come back, test the waters, see what he got going on. So that's for sure a good look for sure. But let me see. I found a little snippet of what EJ got going on. Like I said, everything is better when all the boys come to play, man. Life is definitely better, especially when we got guys in here that's looking to entertain us.
Of Errol are we getting ready to see in this next chapter?
Just some more rejuvenated, explosive, just a powerful Errol Spence that they've been seeing, minus the last fight.
Coming back to this fight, is it about proving something to the critics or reminding people who Errol Spence really is?
I'm really just doing it for myself. Life is about experiences. Life is about, taking leaps, and it's a big leap, but I think that's just a dope experience, just to go to someone else's country and conquer.
What version of Errol are we getting ready to see in this next chapter?
Just some more.
What do y'all think, yo, about this fight? Like I said, I'm just excited to see him back. But what kind of EJ do you think we're gonna see in there against Tim Tszyu? I don't know if y'all are expecting him to be as sharp or I don't know, but I don't know if he'll be as sharp, but I definitely think he's going to bring something. I'm glad that he's just deciding to even get back in there. He said he's doing this for himself. You know what I'm saying? So that's a plus. Whenever he can, I guess he's trying to shake the ring rust off and, see if he still got it, see if he can still get in there and compete at the highest level. I did see that Bud, told him congratulations on coming back and all that other stuff. Couple days ago, so we'll definitely see what's going on with him. But I like the fact that he's coming back. Now this fight does make me a little nervous, like I said, because we haven't seen him in the ring in quite some time, and we don't really know what's going on with him. But I guess only time will tell. Time will definitely tell, and we'll be able to see, what version of EJ shows up. He said, getting back to himself minus the last fight, which I think is important that he acknowledged, you know what I'm saying? I mean, well, hell, you can't really not acknowledge it, right? But I think it's good that he's at least looking to try and get back in here and see what's popping with him. But we're gonna see. I know that Tim Tszyu just had a fight, or he's having one prior to this fight, so he's been active. That's my only thing. He's been active. So who knows? I definitely am excited though for him to come back. We'll see if it lines up, man. We'll definitely see if it lines up for sure. And then only thing we can do is hell. More fights Bud didn't give us. Yeah. A lot of people are saying too, like, that EJ still has the fan base because of, how he went about his whole career, pretty much collecting his belts. Some of the things that y'all say y'all want your favorite fighter to do, collecting the belts, being a dog, getting in there with everyone that he could, you know what I'm saying, and showing us what he was really made of. So I definitely respect him for that, and that's why he pretty much has a large fan base still to this day. And we'll see. I know he made a comment about Charlo, you know what I'm saying? I made him better. Oh, you know what? I gotta hear this. Hold on, y'all. I gotta hear this lie real quick. 1 second. I want to hear him explain this.
Emotional, trauma for a dude who's never lost as a pro. Yeah. The fact that it takes the shine off for people because you can't make them forget what happened, right? What does that feel like for you?
Yeah, it was a tough experience for me, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I feel like it brought the best out of me. He made me a better fighter. I was able to learn a lesson and it not count on my record. I learned so much in that fight about myself, what I was lacking, what I needed to give.
He said he's lucky.
He's lucky. No, but he cheated at the end of the day.
He's cheating.
He lost fair and square.
That's why I'm like, hey, wait. The thing about Ryan is crazy. I love, he's entertaining, but he won this fight, and then he comes at everybody. Now Crawford ain't that good. Boots is not like that. Shakur Stevens is not that. It's like we gotta see Ryan get somebody that's legit.
Well, hold on. Should we really be giving Ryan advice? Because Ryan Garcia has 10 million social media followers,
that's nice.
has made ridiculous dough, and is criticized by some people for not fighting enough top fighters. Although I'll say this, he kind of set it off by trying to make the Tank fight. He was the driving force. He was the guy looking for a big fight, and then guys started fighting each other. I give him credit for that. But he clearly knows how to promote himself, right? Like, on the merits, does Ryan deserve to be mentioned with you guys?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
He does.
Yeah, I think so.
A fight with Ryan Garcia.
Like mention, like what do you like when you say mention? What is that?
In other words,
he's popular.
In other words,
You know?
by the eye test, because of his speed and power, and then he also is charismatic and everything. But speed and power makes people think he's one of those different kind of fighters. Shady is skeptical. Or what do you?
Yeah, no, I definitely think that he deserves to be mentioned. It's his best win, Mario Barrios. Yeah, that's his best win, right?
Right. Well, people would say Devin Haney, but as you said,
Luke Campbell was probably a good one.
Yep, Luke Campbell's a really good one.
I think, but that wasn't for a title, right?
No.
Yeah, so.
But he beat an Olympian, and
But see, this is the thing, though. I think you're putting like popularity with like real boxing resumes. They got real,
that's why I said you got to
crazy boxing resumes. Dude, when nobody would speak Lomachenko's name, he did. Not only did he call him and his pops said we want to fight him, and then beat him.
And then beat him.
And then dump. So my thing is when we start talking about
Lomachenko, people don't know what that is. And then Devin eventually beat
then he beat him.
Yeah.
So when you say mention with, he's more popular than him, respectfully. I think he got $10 million. He got $10 million. When we talk about boxing and all that, I don't know. You should mention his name with their names.
But I think in this time of modern day era boxing right now, it's leaning towards that popularity. It's leaning towards that engagement with fans. You see him on streams now and everything of that nature. So he's helping the sport evolve to a different point, and whoever faces him is going to gain that access.
And I'll say this also, like, Tank Davis was also mentioned there, and Tank did beat Ryan fair and square, right? Although that was Ryan coming down and like training himself.
He drained him down.
But still, who are Tank's best wins again? Like, Tank has beaten some good fighters.
His resume is way better than Ryan's, though.
But what I'm saying is, it's not yours or yours,
sure.
right? It's not. But we still mention Tank, and part of it is the eyeball test. Like, part of it is like you put your eyes on a guy. Yeah, you could say Ryan's feet aren't good enough, or this or that, whatever. But there's something athletically different about Ryan. If I think about the best left hooks I've seen in recent years, his is one of them.
I know, but it's one thing you got to go out there and do the sport. I like to use Terrence Crawford. I all thought he was a special fighter, but he didn't start getting his just dues till some of them fighters fought him, and when he fought, he whooped on him. So my thing is, what are we judging this off of? Like popularity?
Well, no, this is what I'll say, Shady.
Oh, how good
sometimes you can put your eyes on someone, and he's incredible athletically, but he's a special teamer, right? But he's a real good special teamer. Like Devin Hester was a special teamer, but he's real good.
You don't play with Randy Moss?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. But
I can't do that.
But he is a known name. You know, he's
Devin Hester's
weapon.
Got a point.
He's my favorite. He's one of my favorites. But I'm not gonna play with Dion and all these other like. Brian looks good, but we need to see him fight some of these dudes. Same thing with Tank. They got the whole culture fool. Oh my God! Until we see him fight some top tier dudes. Boots from Philly. I love Boots. I love Boots. Yep. But I think he's one of the top tier dudes. But I can't put him in the.
So your favorite team has to punt, and it winds up in that special teamer kick returner's hands, and you're like, no, not him. Yeah, him, and then you lose the game.
Do y'all care about that? Like actually, like looking good and actually going out there and beating these dudes?
Yeah, no, I mean that's what it's about. I want to fight the best fighters in the world and beat the best fighters in the world because I want my name to live on, not because I was popular, because I'm just great. I'm a great fighter.
So. And you'd like to get rich in the process. Why not?
Child, I heard enough. I don't know about y'all, but this was a lot to digest. There go Max Kellerman and his flunky hating on Tank yet again, right? But let's go back to the beginning where they were discussing Ryan Garcia. Obviously, Devin doesn't want to give him his props for beating him. That whole Osterring bit, we're not going to rehash that again because it's like beating a dead horse. But he did have the opportunity to rematch him. That, from what I understand, was quickly shut down due to the fact that Ryan presented himself as the A side. Now, we have to just be honest and just put the facts on the table. Ryan Garcia is absolutely 100% without a doubt the A side to Devin Haney. And here's why. First of all, it is because of the popularity, right? How big of a draw Ryan Garcia is. People don't like it. People may not want to admit it, but it's the truth. Ryan Garcia is one of boxing's biggest stars, and it happened because of his social media following, which translated into ticket sales. See, what some people don't understand is, yes, a lot of these guys are talked about online, and for whatever reason, y'all think that means that they are a star because we talk about them on YouTube. But if that conversation on YouTube does not translate into ticket sales and some sort of revenue for the business, then guess what? It's just chit chat. It's just chatter. But Ryan Garcia figured out how to translate his TikTok followers to asses in seats, which is why he is a star today, which is why after a loss, he got another title shot right away, because he brings money and eyeballs into the sport. They're always going to prioritize that because at the end of the day, this is a business, right? Now, some of y'all may say, oh, this guy has the belts, this guy, all these belts, all this window dressing, but you can't sell out a backyard barbecue. Why is that? Yes, it is because of popularity. It is because of their style of fighting. Some people appreciate it, some do not. So for him to act like, for whatever reason, and I heard, Devin, has he ever had a title shot? Like, boy, you were still on his undercard. It doesn't really matter. So that goes to show you what the sport thinks about you, right? The sport thinks that Ryan is more important than you and all of your past accolades. And yes, you beat the Lomas, and yes, you beat Regis. You became 2 and 3-time champion. All of that, all of those things are very, very true, Devin Haney. And with all of those things still being true, you were still on the man who cheated you undercard. That's it. So, I mean, we have to just be honest here and realize what's happening in front of us. And Teofimo is right. The day and age that we are in, it is more casual led, you know what I'm saying, than hardcores, because the hardcore people are probably older. They probably don't attend the fights as much, which means, they ain't translating into no dollars either. So, I mean, it's like, we appreciate you, but you ain't helping us. You know what I'm saying? You're not helping the sport grow. The casuals are what helps the sport grow. And right now, Ryan has those. So he's going to be the A side pretty much in every situation up until maybe a Gervonta Tank Davis. Everybody else, Ryan is the A side. Believe it. If he fights Shakur, he's the A side. If he fights Tio, he's the A side. If he rematches Devin, he is the A side. These are just the facts. You know what I mean? So Devin has an opportunity to make that fight happen again. He just has to accept his position in that fight and in negotiations. Nobody is saying that they need to go in there and take table scraps. Nobody is saying that at all. What I am saying is that Devin needs to be realistic about his position and what he anticipates he's going to gain from that fight, because apparently his projections was wrong in the first fight, which is why they sued Oscar, looking for some type of money that they thought was going to be there that wasn't there. I mean, sometimes we just have to go with the facts. The same situation that happened with Rolly. Now, Rolly was the A side only because I'm sure that Rolly, he had the backing, he had the promotional team, he had the venue, he had the date, he had everything set up. So of course, naturally, he's going to be the A side. They're coming with everything to the table. They're offering you a unification fight. So I don't know what Devin's going to do moving forward. I am anxious to see, I'm sure he's trying to make something happen. I don't know. Like I said, the Shakur situation may not pan out for him because Shakur looks like he's taking a different path. He's trying to find his way back to 135 to see what he can shake down there with Maritala, and possibly from there, maybe a fight with whoever else down there. But that's what Shakur is looking to do. He's not looking to move up. He's looking to try and go back down. Teofimo, like I said, I said it in a video before. Teofimo, unless he gets serious about his training and gets himself a real trainer outside of his father, I really don't see him becoming champion again. And it's sad because I used to like Teo, but I just don't see it. If he doesn't get serious and get somebody serious in his corner that can give him some real corner advice when he's in trouble, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. But Teo, he was extremely, popular at one point. I don't know how popular he is now. And I don't even think it's the loss to Shakur. I think it was everything that transpired even before that, turning down fights, acting like he's too good to fight Subriel Matias. He didn't want to unify with Richardson Hitchens. He definitely didn't want to unify with Gary Anton Russell. It's like we've been tired of Teofimo Lopez for a minute now. So all of those things contributed to where he is now. And then throw on top of that his loss to Shakur Stevenson. And it's not just the loss, it's in the way that he lost. You know what I'm saying? That was embarrassing. So it showed a real skill gap in that ring. So I'm not sure. Cut up dope and y'all like, what is going on? He was. No, Mr. Shelton, that's a lie. That's absolutely a lie. When he was a takeover, he absolutely was. Mr. Shelton, you have to stop this. You have to stop this, Mr. Shelton. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Them talking about Ryan and them talking about Gervonta. They can say what they want about Tank. All of them are chasing his leftovers. All of them, they want to say he's not accomplished. They want to say his resume ain't like theirs. Then you shouldn't want to fight him. Why you want to waste your time? Because he's popular, right? He's who people want to see fight. So that's why they want some of that money. People have to stop acting like they don't know what's really up. Like, stop. Him and Ryan Garcia are pretty much the stars in boxing. No one else. And David Benavidez is now obviously making his reign, but who else? Just because we talk about them on YouTube doesn't mean that, they're stars, because their ticket sales don't reflect that. What's going on, Patrick Bell? You know what I'm saying? So, Mr. Sheldon, you have to stop lying, because that's just not true. That's simply not true. There was a moment in time when Teofimo was he was lit. You got to stop. Teo was definitely lit once upon a time. Now, it ain't been in recent time, and for sure. But to act like Teo was never lit, that's cap. That's definitely cap. But let's see what else we got going on here. Somebody posted this and said, a fighter. What in the hell? Oh, I guess they're trying to. Why are people comparing David Benavidez to Shakur Stevenson? What am I missing? They're not in the same weight class. They don't fight alike. Why is they even in the same conversation? This is what I be talking about. Some weird conversations be happening. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense. Why are they even in the same conversation? They don't even belong in the same conversation, if you ask me. This is weird. Hold on, I'll play it. So, I don't get it. Why are y'all even putting these two in the same conversation? Because they damn sure don't belong there.
Like all that shit they be doing? I don't like that shit. I don't like doing all that shit. That shit whack.
But those don't really work in a match
You
and
ain't
shit,
never
huh?
gonna get no fight and hit a nigga. You never gonna get in a fight and do that shit. That shit not real.
Oh, now I see why. Oh, now I see why. Okay. Mr. Shelton, stop it. What is wrong with you tonight? That's why. Okay. I don't know if Shakur called himself mocking David or what, but listen. Clearly we see that is possible to be fighting like that. So I'm not sure, but listen, as far as Ryan Garcia and as far as Gervonta Tank Davis goes, as far as I'm concerned, y'all have to come to a realization that they are the two of the most popular fighters in the sport, and we just got to deal with it. That's all it is to it. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to see a fight with Abdullah Mason and Lamont Roach. I don't really know how Lamont keeps getting these title shots, but whatever. Zepeda fight is cool, but if they're gonna fight for a title, one of them got to see Herrera. That's just it, and that's all. You know what I'm saying? They got to see Javier Herrera, and then maybe, just maybe, we can get in there with one of those. Mr. Sheldon, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Who wasn't popular? What? Mr. Shelton, I don't know what you be saying, bro. You be on some other stuff, man. You be on some other stuff. I think I pinned the link. But yeah, so I don't know. I was just curious as to why they were even having that conversation. This is fake, I'm assuming. They in there just promoting their fights. And I didn't even see. Oh, I did see who Shushu was about to fight. Him and Abdullah, and we got the Keyshawn card coming up. with him and Nair Albright. I know he issued a message to Nair Albright. I think he's gonna stop him or something like that. He was saying, I don't know what the hell that boy be having going on sometimes. Keyshawn is, Keyshawn. He gonna give us what he giving. Oh no, Mr. Shelton. Mr. Shelton, are you on that stuff? I'm not gonna put that on Mr. Shelton jacket. I'm not gonna do that to Mr. Shelton. I'm just gonna say that Mr. Shelton is don't know. Don't know. I definitely we're gonna pray for him. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I think let's see what this Negro right here has to say. First of all, he's doing a lot of interviews lately. We're gonna have this conversation and then we're gonna get up out of here. I want to know why. Well, he ain't got nothing else to do, I guess. He ain't like he got a fight lined up. Let me see. Let's just get into this real quick. Because I was waiting to see what he was gonna say, because he ain't on here. So I definitely wanted to see what he had to say.
Some BS, man.
It's
some BS.
Okay, let's start with the monster at number 1. We've already kind of had this conversation. Teo says yes to the monster at 1. What do you say, Shady?
I'll say yes.
Yes. You say still Usyk?
I think Usyk.
I agree with Usyk. We're split, but the ring has, in a way, won over Usyk.
Where's he go from here?
Usyk?
Yeah, because if anyway this fought for one of the best Japanese fighters of all time, right?
Yep.
And he beat him unanimously.
Yep.
Now, where's Usyk go from here? Who's he fight next to give it the same?
If I had my dream list, I would say Atama.
He ain't gonna fight him right now.
Benavidez. Caballero.
But I agree with the pound for pound list.
You agree with the updated?
Think about number 8. We haven't seen you fight since what, November?
Okay, but if you think about it like this, Nakatani, the guy that he suffered. I mean, he had a hard fight with the guy he fought last.
He did.
I don't know, was it Hernandez? Was it Hernandez? We don't even know him. We don't even know that guy, right? Do you know?
He's say again.
The guy that Nakatani fought before. Anyway.
But no matter what, he had to go up in weight, and he let go and vacated his Ring Magazine title at 118 to move up and to face Inoue.
If that was the case, I should be Ring Magazine champion because I went and beat the number 1 guy.
There's a logic why that doesn't work.
For me to become Ring Magazine champion at 147, I got to go fight.
When are we gonna get
Norman
you
again?
unified?
Yes, I see why you, from your point of view, it's
for
like,
me to
come
be
on.
Ring Magazine champion, I would have to go fight Brian Norman again.
Y'all, he's salty he not on that list. Look, first of all, what I'm trying to figure out is where David Benavidez number 5, Shakur number 3. Oh no, Devin Haney he down here. He is on here, y'all. He number 8. He number 8. I don't know why he thinks he should be further up. But he's number 8 on there. Why is that, band up? Why is that, band up, baby? I don't know what you mean. But don't jinx us anyway. We enjoy my life tonight. Don't jinx me, please. I don't want to entertain that type of foolishness tonight. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it is. The issue is. I think David Benavidez definitely deserves to be higher up on that list. But they got anyway number 1 pound for pound. I don't know if I agree with number 1, but we'll see what happens. Now, listen. This is what I talked about earlier when I did the news about this young man saying he wants to fight because he's delirious from delusion from Haney. Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is what I really wanted to. I'm glad I found this.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. My last 2 before I let you guys go. I don't know how real this fight is actually going to be. I see reports, and then I also see people denouncing it. Then I see people come back saying, no, it's for real. Devin and Shakur, right? I know that you guys been, in camps with them. So is there an honest take that you guys can give if they were happen to fight next? Because
But nah, give your honest opinion, and I know it's
my honest opinion, people are getting shit at me, brother.
Nah, who's winning that fight?
My honest opinion, people going to sleep. When we wake up and watch the rematch, watch the highlights, because it's going to be a snooze fest. It is going to be a snooze fest. Somebody with 11 things, and then Devin, and neither one is want to engage. They both scary as shit. So like, it's just a money grab.
I think it's a good fight for people who like technical boxing.
For who? Which one? They go, but nobody gonna have a busted nose, busted lip, black eye. They're gonna go in there smacking and running. So it is.
But you didn't get enough credit for, I guess, Shakur beating Tio and Devin beating Brian Norman. Like I'm just playing the. Like, I gotta give feedback because they're coming up good wins.
Also beat Tio.
No, you gotta eat your.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat my words.
I told you
I
Tio was
money on Tio. I really believe Tio went through the fight because I believed in him. But Cambosa beat Tio. So what is that? Is that a big thing? Is Cambosa A-level? So everybody like Shakur, because let's clap Cambosa. Cambosa's A-level too then. He beat Tio first.
I give the credit. Because I told him Teofimo's iffy. He's 50-50. If he wants to perform, he'll perform. If he doesn't, he don't. I think Shakur looked good as far as his jab.
He did look good.
I feel like he asserted his dominance super early to make it where Tio was.
Dominance where? Tio wasn't even trying
to. No,
play.
not backing up. Like literally just standing there and jabbing and jabbing and jabbing. Gotta give credit. Jab.
You wanna know, Tio? Can I have my money back?
That's crazy.
Tio, I know you might see this. Could I have my money back, brother? I lost like 20 grand.
Bro.
No, I figured he rich. I could ask him for my money back.
I told him not. I told him not. Not told him. I was like, bro.
But Tio ain't kid. Trust me on that. Tio ain't kid.
Okay, but what about Devin beating Brian then? Right? Like you don't think because those two facing each other, you wouldn't. Okay, so at this point. You first off, you do have to have a pick who wins that fight, and two, you never know. Like these two guys, they've shown more aggression than what people thought.
Hold on, no, because Devin do got a nice jab. You gotta give Devin.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Jesus Christ. I don't know what happened, y'all. Hold on a second. Oh, what in the hell just happened? I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. I don't know what just happened. And why my thing is so small. Okay, sorry. I don't know what happened. It just booted me for no reason. StreamYard. Man, I'm telling you, the ghetto, honey. The absolute ghetto. I don't even know what I was talking about. I think I was talking. The Austins. They were sitting there talking about the previous fights. Like I said, I saw something about him getting ready to fight Devin. I don't know how true that is. I don't even think that's a makeable fight. That young man, I don't know when he's going to get back in the ring, if he's getting back in the ring, and who he's going to get back in the ring with. But it's been a while since he had a fight. He's too young to be sitting out of the ring this long for no apparent reason. So, hopefully they stop doing as many interviews as they do and kind of get back in the ring and get back into the swing of things while he's in his prime. He is maybe 20, almost 25, maybe, or a little older than 25, maybe. So he definitely needs to stay a little bit more active than what he's been. He hasn't had a fight all last year. The last time he fought was 2024. The Andor. Oh no, he did fight last year. I'm sorry, he fought Tevin Farmer. That was his one fight last year. Thinking like June, July, something like that. But still, he coming up on a year soon himself, where he needs to make a fight and get back in the ring. They're doing a lot of social media runs. They always sitting somewhere talking about guys that are actually in the ring fighting. So I don't know what that's all about. Thank you, Lee. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the hell happened to. It just blanked out, kicked me out, whatever. I don't know. Kid Austin, like I said, he needs to focus up, yo. He's too young. He's too young to be spending this much time outside of the ring. Especially, doing all that capping and flapping, fat japping that he doing. I don't know what he got going on. I know we've all been seeing some of Dimitri Bill early talks. Okay, this is good news. Hold on. Okay, so I didn't predict it, but I did say this would be a good fight for him. But we'll see, because I do remember they were supposed to fight before, and that fight never got made. So let's see what they're talking about now. And this is just so bootleg.
100%. We're going after Dimitri Bivol.
Okay, that's it.
I told you guys that's what I got. That's what I wanted to do, and just so the fans they have something to look up to. That's look forward to. That's why I give you guys my breakdowns, what I'm trying to do, what are my plans. And I told you guys I was going to come back down and fight Bivol, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
I love that. Do you think that it could happen? Is the dream for it to happen in September, Mexican Independence Day weekend? Is that what you want?
Not right now. I think I don't know what's going to happen because we're still in talks.
Yeah. He's fighting.
Talks.
Right.
Yeah, he's fighting. And, at the end of the month, he still has 21 more days until he fights. So, I don't know how long he's going to have to stay out, or if he has an injury or any of that. So, but the thing is that we're already talking. We're in talks. So, if it happens in September, great. If it doesn't, it'll definitely happen by this year.
If you were to guess, it sounds to me like you're leaning towards going back to light heavyweight. Is that accurate? That's what you want to do next?
Yeah, 100%. We're going after Dimitri Bivol.
Okay, that's it.
All right, so that's what's up. See, David Benavidez is looking to make the best fights possible. Now, we have talked, Bivol has a fight at the end of the month with F-Arts. I think it's a title defense or something like that. But after that, he should be looking to make this fight with David Benavidez. I know David talked after his last fight with Zurdo. He talked about fighting Jao Pataya, but he doesn't want to. I don't know how that's going to work out with that whole Zuffa thing. Like I said, he's not going to drop his belts to go over there and gain nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they'll have to work something out, I guess, with Jao Pataya if that's a realistic fight that they're looking to make. He has some decisions to make. And, like I told y'all before, Richardson Hitchens, he was rethinking, what he's going to do over there on Zuffa, because there's not a lot of people over there in his weight class that he can fight. So I don't know. I am so interested to see how this whole thing shakes out. I know Zuffa, they continue to sign a lot of people. I think they kind of like sporadic with their signing right now, because obviously they're trying to build their roster. So we shall see. I know a lot of people thought that maybe Devin might go over there. I don't know if he goes over there or not. But who's he gonna fight over there? It's just a whole bunch of things that's up in the air surrounding Zuffa and their cards. And the card that PBC put on Saturday blew all the Zuffa cards, all the little 5-6 cards they don't had already out the water. So, and that was a combo with Golden Boy, wasn't it? Because I do know that Oscar De La Hoya mentioned that he will be working with Al Heyman again. So we definitely gonna see. I know Top Rank is getting back up in the mix. Things are looking up. Things are definitely looking up when it comes to boxing. We got the last major cards anyway this month. Albright and Keyshawn on the 16th, and then the 30th we have the Oshaki Foster versus Ford card. So we'll definitely see what happens in those fights. I told you I have Oshaki Foster in that fight. Not that I don't think Ford isn't good. It's just I really don't think he has anything for Foster, especially if Foster fights behind, you know what I'm saying, his jab the way he did in the Fulton fight. I don't know. You know, a lot of people pointed to the common opponent that they had in common. I think Abraham Nova. But, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely see, because the way that Nick Ball pretty much handled Ford, we'll see. We'll see how this fight plays out. But you don't like who? Enigma. You don't like who, baby? I don't know who you're talking about, but yeah, we'll see what happens in that particular fight, how that all pans out, and see who comes out on top of that damn fight. Because baby, he said, I want the daddy. I'm gonna get the son, then I'm gonna get the daddy. So we was Bud was about to fight the number one guy at 60. Mr. Carbon, what are you talking about? Who's talking about Bud? Who mentioned Bud Crawford? Is somebody in the chat talking about Bud Crawford? Because I'm confused now. How do we get on Bud? There's no other fight that may, except for Benavidez, right? I mean, except for Bivol. I can definitely understand that. Oh no, yeah, Jao Bataya. But how are they going to do that? You know what I'm saying? Because of all the tape and all of the roadblocks now that Ja has put himself in, going over there to Zuffa. How do we get that fight done? You know what I'm saying? How do we get that fight done? David Benavidez is not gonna drop his belts to go over there and fight for no damn Zuffa belt. You know what I'm saying? So how do we get that done? How do we get that particular fight done? Because I would like to see that fight too. A lot of people think that Jao Pataya will give David Benavidez a lot of problems stylistically. So that's definitely a fight that I want to see too. It's just how do we get it done? You see what I'm saying? Creating another side of the street, like I said, and putting up even more and more roadblocks to fights that need to be made. We just have to figure it out. You know what I mean? I just can't understand why these boys just cannot figure some of this stuff out. So we'll definitely see. I know oh, this is oh yeah, you know what? I'm glad that he's addressing this today. Benavidez is awesome. He's addressing this elbow. That's another thing I meant to mention earlier. A lot of people talking about he was elbowing, fighting dirty. I want to know where do y'all? Oh, I see what y'all talking about. No. All right, hold on.
And then also, I just want to bring up another point where
Sure.
Up that people think I'm a dirty fighter. I've never been a dirty fighter in my life. Sometimes when you're throwing combinations like that, shit happens. You know what I mean? I'm not a dirty fighter. I don't use dirty tactics. And that elbow that I hit him with was completely unintentional. But when you're throwing punches and bunches like that, man, I was throwing 10-piece combinations every combination I threw. So it's sometimes that happens. But like I said, I'm not a dirty fighter. I've never been a dirty fighter, and I never will be a dirty fighter. So for anybody saying that I elbowed him intentionally, I didn't elbow any. I've never been a dirty fighter, like I said, and I didn't do that intentionally.
I will be honest, and obviously this is about you, so you're paying much more attention. I did not see that. Are you getting a lot of people calling you that?
Yeah. I mean, but people always say what they want to say, but I just so you guys know what type of fighter I am. I've never been a dirty fighter in my life. So, like I said, sometimes some things happens. But at the end of the day, what other fighter do you have today throwing 10-piece combinations like that?
No.
Nobody.
Especially moving up from 75 to 200.
I did see that. A lot of people talking trash about that elbow situation, calling him dirty. It just seems like anything but give that man his props. And I really don't know what was happening with all of that, but they did everything but give that man his props. Let's give him his props, man. Let's give him his props. Zurdo has never been stopped. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why it's such a big deal to give this man his props. But hey, I don't know. That Nayua Inoue fight, y'all be honest, was y'all I wasn't in love with that fight. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was very lackluster in my opinion. I wasn't impressed. And I definitely wasn't in love with it. I mean, it was like, nah, okay, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really impressed with that fight. I was not impressed with that fight at all. We definitely could have. I mean, it was the biggest fight, I guess, in Japanese history, was it? I told y'all earlier the pay-per-view buys and the ticket sales, so they did some numbers. We saw the arena was definitely packed, but I just wasn't impressed with it, in the ring. I just wasn't. I was like, okay, I got up early for this. I got up early in the morning for this crap. So I don't know. It was definitely mid, right? If the elbow hit the jaw and not the eye, then yeah, it was accidental. I agree. It looked like it was accidental anyway. And like he said, when you throwing punches and bunches like that, it's like, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? What do you really expect? Things are gonna happen. It wasn't like he was doing that intentionally. And I don't get that from David Benavidez, like just a flat out dirty fighter. I just don't get that vibe from him. I get that he's intentionally trying to hurt you. That vibe I definitely get from him all day long, but I don't get the intentional, you know what I'm saying, dirty fighting vibe from David Benavidez. That's just not what I get from him. You know what I'm saying? It's just his hand speed is crazy. His hand speed is absolutely crazy, and it's been that way. Like I said, I saw a video from him on his page when he was still chunky. You know what I'm saying? That hand speed was just as fast. Obviously it's gonna get a little faster when you losing weight, but that hand speed was just as fast. You know what I'm saying? So not really sure what people are trying to get at when it's talking about David Benavidez, anything illegal or like he did something, intentionally. Everybody's talking about it. It's like, it's craziness. I see T over here talking his trash about it, which is ridiculous. I don't know, man. I don't know. We got the Boots fight coming up in June. So we got some fights, yo. We definitely got some fights coming up for sure. I forget when this EJ and Tim Zoo fight is, but that fight is coming up too. EJ, man, he looking healthy though. This is at a catch weight, if I'm not mistaken, right? This fight with EJ and Tim Zoo. It's at a catch weight of like 150. What is it? 158 or something like that. So that's it. We'll see. We're gonna see what happens. Canelo. I don't even know why people even still bother talking. Canelo is such a disappointment to me lately. He really is. Ever since he went over there with Turkey, man, it's like he just completely forgot all about his fans. Unless he seemed like he in like a 360 deal. Is it just me, or do it look like Canelo in like a 360 deal over there with Turkey, where he got to complete those 4 fights? So by the time he come back, it's gonna be really nothing left for him. Especially if David Benavidez, put on another showing in September the way he just did. They probably mess around and give both the holidays to David Benavidez. That's how you take them. You put on performances. You don't just cry about it in the comment section. You get up there and you do it. So I don't know. Okay, so Shushu is fighting Renee Zurdo on the undercard. Abdullah Mason. I would much rather see him fight what's that damn boy name? I guess he'll get those fights when those fights, present themselves to him, but I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, I'm a little salty. They couldn't get up here. I'm gonna circle back when I get up here with the dad and see what we can do for next time. I'm at least try and get them up here sometime this week, because I know they got a lot going on. They getting ready to graduate, so definitely excited to see Morrell fight again. I became a fan of Morrell during his fight with David Benavidez. I was like, oh, he's tough. Not, didn't beat David, but still, you can gain respect for a fighter on how they fight. Sometimes it's not whether or not they win or lose, but sometimes how they lose rather. And sometimes you can lose respect depending on how they win. You know, there's been some fighters I've seen fight, and I'd be like, that win, oh, you won, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So we'll definitely see. We're gonna see. Who is he talking about? He want to fight at 190. Hold on a second. I definitely. Hey, Cash, what's up, baby?
What up, Ty?
I can't hear you.
What up? What up? Can you hear me?
What's up?
What up?
Yeah, I can hear you
No,
now.
man, I'm seeing a lot of hating ass motherfuckers, man fans talk. It's not a coincidence. It's the Bud fans and the Shakur fans and the Devin fans. If any true fan of boxing, you can't watch what David is doing and do nothing but give him props, man. If you making up excuses for how he won, calling him dirty, saying he cheating, saying this, saying that, this dude is moving how you want fighters to move, man. He's not looking for
Right.
people. He's not looking for advantages. He's looking to beat the best at their best, not off of long layoffs, not when they're, they can't make weight no more. You know what I mean? He's trying to beat the best at their best. I don't know how these motherfuckers even put their lips together to say this dumb shit. It's
Okay,
kind
so
of
I thought it was just me. I
ridiculous.
thought that I was bugging. Like, no, why am I getting like this sentiment that people are like hating on David Benavidez? And the only reason I say that is because underneath my last video, I had somebody come and post and say, well, he's Dominican or his grandfather's Dominican. And I'm like, dude, what the hell does that have to do with what we're talking about? Like, they're looking for any reason to not give him his full credit. And I'm just trying to figure out why.
I
Like,
wouldn't
I
give
don't
a fuck if
understand
he
what's
was
going on.
Chinese, man. I don't care if he's Chinese and Japanese, man.
I mean, I understand that, but I just was trying to figure out what's the problem. It just seems like all of a sudden it's just so much hate. And I don't remember seeing this before this last fight. Like I said, so many people were saying, oh, that weight jump is going to hurt him. Zurdo's so much bigger than him. And then when he goes in there and manhandles him, now all of a sudden he's a dirty fighter. Zurdo was washed, or, who has Zurdo beat? And it's like, yo, when are y'all gonna give this man his credit? He tried to fight Canelo. It's not like he ducked smoke with. No, he went straight for Canelo and has been coming for Canelo for years. He tried to fight Bivol before. Bivol dropped the belt. So I'm not sure exactly what everybody's problem is with David Benavidez. I really want to know.
He's going after the best. He's going after who people think are the best or who people think can beat him, and he's going after them motherfuckers. All Bud had to do was fight Boots, someone who everybody says he would have beat easy, who Bud talking about he would have ended his career. Why don't you just end that nigga career and prove yourself then, nigga? Damn.
Yeah. I don't
All this
understand. I didn't know
yapping.
that it was Bud fans. I didn't know it was Bud fans. And I didn't know it was really Shakur Devin fans. I guess I didn't think of them because they had lower weight classes. It's like, little nigga, why you hating? It ain't like he could fight you or nothing like that. You safe. So what you even hating for? Like, it don't really make it. It just doesn't. It's
Benavidez is giving us that raw uncut. He giving us that raw uncut dope. But these motherfuckers want that cut up shit like Bud and Shakur been giving us, man. We don't want that cut dope, man. We want that raw shit that we can cut ourselves, man.
Well, we don't want the dope at all. We don't want that at all. So Cash is just making a metaphor. But no, I get what you're saying. I just was like, it's kind of getting frustrating to me just to be hearing people talk about David. Like I said, they saying he really Mexican. Now they saying, he's a dirty fighter. It's like, well, goddamn, where's this coming from? What is happening? What did he do? Where did I miss? It's only been since Saturday. What could I have possibly missed? Like, I don't get it. Why are they so angry? They so angry with the Mexican.
I don't get the whole shit. I understand I get it. He work out with Memo, but I guess Memo's just his strength and conditioning coach. He not getting no juice because he's not jumping in there looking like Lex Luger with every muscle popping out, looking like Hulk and shit. So I mean, come on, man.
And on top of that, so is Devin. Wasn't Devin with him and with Michael Meridian, and he was with the other one. Besides Victor Conti, what was Victor Conti's right hand man name? I saw him on the track with Devin. It was like running track together or something. What was it, Mickey Bay or something like that? So I don't get it.
Another nigga that cheated. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So why is everybody got their panties in a bunch? I don't really understand this, man. They got to get off David Benavidez though, because no David Benavidez slander will be tolerated, man. That man is amazing.
David's moving and doing what they wish their favorite fighter would do instead of just talking about it. So I guess that's
So
why
that's why they
salty.
hating.
It gotta be.
They
That's
hating.
only.
Now
I can't think of nothing
that's
else.
unfortunate. That's unfortunate. What you think about Mama Holyfield talking about she want to fight? She want to fight Devin. They want Devin.
Who said that? Schofield?
Yeah, they said they wanted Devin.
I didn't
Yeah,
hear
they
that.
said they wanted. Yeah, I did. Where's my damn news media?
He's
thing?
at 135.
Yeah,
Devin at 47. That don't
that's
make no
what I'm
sense.
saying. That's what
They
I'm
just
saying. They
talking.
just be talking. They just
Yeah,
be
they just
talking. He
talking.
said he wants Devin because he got Devin ready for most of his fights. And well, you know,
Man.
the Shakur thing falls on deaf ears for me because you had that opportunity and I don't know what you were doing with it when you had it, but you squandered it away for whatever reason. But yeah, that's what they were saying, that they wanted him. Who do you think should be next? Like, because I know Lamont, he wants to fight he wants to fight Abdullah Mason, and after he gets past the pay to hopefully if they finally make that fight. But I'm confused. Maybe you can help me. Why are they giving him another title fight after 2 draws?
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to build up the Tank fight. That's all I could think.
The Tank rematch?
The Tank rematch, maybe.
I don't know. That doesn't really make a lot of sense because he didn't have no belt. Did he have a belt going into that first fight?
At a lower weight.
Oh yeah, the 130 belt. But Tank ain't want that little ass Mickey Mouse belt. I mean, like, this is just not making no sense to me. They gotta stop doing some of these things.
I ain't got no problem with Lamont. You know what I mean? Maybe he should just focus on his fight that he got before he get to looking ahead, before he get another draw or L or something. But it is what it is.
I don't know. It's very interesting to me. It's extremely interesting to me.
Because if he go out there and lose to Zepeda, it's gonna be Zepeda gonna get his spot or get his shot.
They have to fight. One of them has to fight Herrera because Herrera is the interim champ. I don't know how they made this fight over him anyway. That's what I'm confused about. You know, I just don't get it. How they made this fight over Herrera when he has the interim belt. It's all craziness, man. It's I don't know what the hell is going on. But I see you, Mr. Carone. You said what? You got a man crush on Bud. Who is he talking about? Who is he talking? Who got a man crush on some damn?
He talking about himself. He talking about himself. He got a crush on Bud.
Oh. Well, listen, keep that up out of here. We don't do that kind of stuff over here.
I sent you those pictures of his gloves too.
Where did you send them?
To your Telegram.
Oh, I don't even have that app anymore. Okay, I'll re-download it.
Okay.
I'll re-download it. Yeah, you should have sent it to my phone because I'll definitely pull them up right now so we can have us a little conversation. Because when you told me
I got your number.
I
forgot I got your number.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'll send them to your phone.
Like, whoa. When you sent me those, I was like, oh, whoa, I got to see those gloves. A lot of people was telling me about those fictitious gloves that they were opening. The same thing with kind of Tyson Fury when he fought y'all said when he fought
it wasn't doing no Tyson Fury shit. It's just Bud's gloves can open like oven mitts, and you ain't supposed to be able to open your hand and look like you can wave at a motherfucker. Like you ain't supposed to be able to do that with him, no damn Bud in no gloves, man. So he got but just let Bud just rest and piss. You know what I mean? Retire and piss, nigga. Retire and piss, nigga.
He's retired. So I don't know why, we're still even bringing him up or talking about him. I don't know why people do that. I wasn't talking about Mr. Dr. Cabrone, so I'm not really sure why you.
No, I said I'm noticing is a lot of these Bud fans hating on Benavidez. Like, damn, what the? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't understand this. I don't understand why they're so upset. I remember we was on Ashley's panel together, right? Yeah, and Boxing Hacker was over there saying some stuff about. I just don't understand it. He was calling him a weight bully or something like that. It's like, what are y'all talking about? How is David Benavidez a weight bully? It just doesn't really. He jumped up. It ain't like he, you know what I'm saying? I don't.
He just moved up, Ty. He just moved up 25 pounds and fought a way bigger dude. Bud been moving up and being bigger than the champion who he's fighting. He was bigger than Canelo. He was bigger than Madrimov. Yeah. The nigga, like that ain't no nigga. He was the bigger man. So you niggas like to fake like he was the smaller man, but in reality, he wasn't.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He definitely was bigger than Canelo on fight night. It appeared that way anyway. That he was a lot bigger and
The
girth
weight
and
check,
everything.
the weight check says so. That nigga was bigger.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely bigger. I don't understand though, but it's a lot of people that. Hey, D1, what's going on? Sorry,
What's up
I
with
was.
you, Jab? Salute.
How you doing?
D1, what up,
Oh,
bro?
I'm good.
What up, Brody?
We're trying to figure out this anomaly. Why everybody's hating on David Benavidez? I'm just trying to understand what's going on.
Because he's the man and he embodies everything that their favorite fighters don't. He is literally walking, talking, living, action-packed. He's the man right now. He's the top dog. Anybody saying anything else, that I don't really care to hear that shit. Because
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
who's
They were saying
performing
like his
like that?
elbow thing. They said he
I
elbowed
know.
him on
I just
purpose,
dropped
calling
a.
him a dirty fighter. What
Yeah,
the
I
hell?
just watched. He's on Ariel. I just watched a interview with him on Ariel Helwani, and I made a short out
Yeah,
of
we
it.
was watching that too. We was watching that too about
Yeah,
how
well, he said he he's like, yo, like, how dare y'all? Like, what the fuck? He's like, that shit happens in boxing, and
yeah,
he's right. It
he
does. And
he
I
definitely addressed it. He definitely addressed
since
it.
since we've heard the internet go crazy over that, I've went back and watched the fight several times, combing it for any other time where you can see David displaying any sort of dirty fighter tactics, and
It ain't
there's
there.
none.
And you will
That's the
definitely
only
see it
elbow.
more than once. If someone's
Yeah,
literally trying to hit you with the elbow, you're gonna see it one more time at least.
exactly, Cash.
Yeah.
That's why I went back and
Right.
looked. I'm like, wait a minute, man, this is crazy. And then were all the Shakur meat eaters that he pissed off before the fight, and then they're talking about his performance looked enhanced and all this extra goofy shit, bro.
What?
Yes, dude.
Oh my
They're all over.
god.
They're on X wilding out, talking about that looked enhanced. And it's a Devin Haney fan saying that. Like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? You haven't seen how Devin Haney's body transformation went in the last year? He literally looks like he's about to try out for lightweight WWE wrestlers. Over here, cut up like a bag of dope. Listen, I've been working out my entire life. You don't get a body like that just because you stay in the gym. The shit don't
Yeah.
go like that. You don't go from bike tube to fucking Lex Luthor in no time. It just don't go like that, Chap. It don't, bro. These people are
Yeah.
shot out. They're just looking
Yeah,
for it.
They are
They
looking for
want it.
something. That's what me and Cash was talking about. Like,
No
I'm
doubt.
generally confused. I'm generally
Me
confused
too.
about
Me
how
too.
it is that they're hating on him. But let's for everybody who's just getting here. First of all, y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. I do
Right.
apologize. We had some issues with getting the twins on here, but I promise we will try and get them on here this week. They couldn't get on the StreamYard. They had to get in the gym. It happens. But
Yeah,
I
that's
think
just bullshit.
NHA told me I could use Zoom too. I'm gonna tonight when I get off of here, I'm gonna try and start accounting a whole bunch of stuff so that we don't run into this issue again. But
Hey,
I do want to play this again for those who just got here because D1 you just mentioned it and we did play it, but I do since we're here, might as well run it back because David Benavidez did address this. Like, I love how he just addresses shit head on like a real nigga, you know?
And then also, I just want to bring up another point where I'm
Sure.
kind of a little bit disappointed of that people think I'm a dirty fighter. I've never been a dirty fighter in my life. Sometimes when you're throwing combinations like that, shit happens. You know what I mean? I'm not a dirty fighter. I don't use dirty tactics. And that elbow that I hit him with was completely unintentional. And when you're throwing punches and bunches like that, man, I was throwing 10-piece combinations every combination I threw. So it's sometimes that happens. But like I said, I'm not a dirty fighter. I've never been a dirty fighter, and I never will be a dirty fighter. So for anybody saying that I elbowed him intentionally, I didn't elbow any. I've never been a dirty fighter, like I said, and I didn't do that intentionally.
I will be honest, and obviously this is about you, so you're paying much more attention. I did not see that. Are you getting a lot of people calling you that?
Yeah. I mean, but people always say what they want to say, but I just so you guys know what type of fighter I am. I've never been a dirty fighter in my life. So like I said, sometimes some things happens, but at the end of the day, what other fighter do you have today throwing 10-piece combinations like that?
No.
Nobody.
Especially moving up from 75 to 200.
And he ain't lying. And he is not lying.
Bad man. He's a bad
He is
man.
not lying. That's
He's a unicorn, Jab. What we're watching
Yeah.
right now, fighters like this guy don't come around every day. Like, this ain't just your typical run of the mill. He's gonna have 3 good fights. No, he's been on a 6-fight run. He's about to buzzsaw the entirety of anybody in his way, and it's gonna look easy. You guys
I
better
think
start watching this, dude.
these guys like to brag about their favorite fighter's resume. David Benavidez' resume is already shitting on everybody. If you really know it, and if he gets Bevo, and if he puts Bevo and Better Beeve on just those two names alone, man. I mean, god damn.
He's solidifying his spot as one of this generation's
And he's
best fighters.
smoking niggas. He's not going 12
Nah,
rounds. He's trying to put you in the dirt.
it's a different story, bro. Those wins count for more to me. Because throughout the history of boxing, Sugar Ray Leonard got praised when he stopped somebody. When he did it, they weren't looking at it the same way. Like when you stop someone, you guys need to know that the person across from you, whether you think they belong in the ring with the person or not, or they're a cherry pick or this, that, however, whatever else you guys talk about, that person, the last thing they want to do is get stopped, and they train every day of their life to not get stopped. It's not an easy thing to do.
Bro, this
It's
should be
literally
common
the hardest
knowledge.
thing in the game. There is nothing harder.
This should be common knowledge. They track their knockouts for a reason.
Yep.
I know, bro. I know.
Yep.
And they count for more.
Yep.
It's only nowadays with the internet to where we're getting confused on what means shit. Like, to me, that's a pound for pound statement, dude. Who is doing this kind of shit? He jumped up 5 divisions. If we're talking about the division Shakur scaled or jumped up, David jumped up more weight in one division than he has his whole career.
Facts.
And the kid out there fighting scary as shit, got his whole little 14 fan member fucking base going at David Benavidez on Twitter. It's crazy work, dude. It's crazy. Just get in there and watch.
I think Shakur has moved up, 14 pounds? This nigga's moved up 32. 32 pounds. It's almost 3 times the weight.
Oh, you mean just in total?
Shit is ridiculous, man.
Yeah, total pounds.
Yeah, total
That's
pounds.
what it really boils down to when you think about it. And all these fucking divisions are placed every 4 pounds, 7 pounds, 8 pounds. It's like, if you guys don't see the paper trail behind these fucking fictitious divisions, you guys are running around. Terrence Crawford is 3 times undisputed. Fuck out of here. 2 of his undisputed were for tweener divisions that don't even exist, really. They shouldn't exist. There shouldn't be a fucking weight division every 4 pounds. This shit is a joke nowadays. That's all. And all the belts he's got are literal WBOs. That shit is barely a championship. It just started in 05.
Weights and moving up. Devin, obviously, Devin and Tio were on the ring, and this is what they were talking about when it comes to Shakur Stevenson and his weights, and how big he is.
Yeah, 147 and 154. All those guys.
I think other than Shakur is just too small.
I think Shakur's gonna go up. I think he's the same size as you.
I'm about to say,
but I kid you not, despite everything that happened that night in the fight, he felt like a small kid compared to
this kid's a fucking
smaller.
Yeah, Shakur's skeleton. Like, you could see you guys, you, Ryan, you guys are.
I'm not trying to hear this. He's small.
Yeah, I wouldn't even let Tio fight no
When he's
more.
gonna fight for the.
He's a retard.
Devin's not trying to hear that.
No. But the Canelo and Crawford. Remember, we had the
And this
promotion
guy
on
on that show.
and you was
yeah.
there with Shakur, and you were more cut up. I'm like, damn, they look like the same build.
What was it? Was it the people bill you as the 4 kings?
So this
They
is
got
my issue with that, right? Like, I don't know, but here's my issue with that, right? Like, some people say that Shakur is small, and y'all know I can't stand when they call this nigga a figurine, because I just don't see that, right? It's just not. I just don't see that when I look at Shakur. Now, he may be smaller compared to like maybe a Boots or somebody who is now at 154.
Devin, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Not even, because I got a picture of him and Devin standing side
Yeah,
by
no,
side.
I
And they
would-
look about the same, you know.
No, I
but my
wouldn't
issue
think
is,
you
how
care
are these
about
men? How are these men over the age of 25? I didn't think y'all grew anymore after 25. Talking about they're still growing and all this stuff,
22.
like they're plants. Like, I don't understand how
22
they
is when
still
I
how
saw.
they still talking about they're growing into their body. Like, how is that even possible?
They're not. They're done growing.
It's possible when you get these extra things in your system.
Yeah,
man.
when you get
don't
them
you don't have
supplements.
like Bud. You don't start growing in your late 30s, man. Like, what the fuck, man? I didn't grow in my late 30s. What the fuck?
That's a fact, bro. This is a fact. I stopped growing height wise, 22 years old. Yeah, I put on a couple pounds. You do it every decade. You put on like 5 or 7 pounds. You can't get off.
But your head don't grow
That's
more.
right.
D1, your
No,
head
your
didn't
head.
grow another couple hat sizes, man. You know what I
I
mean?
know his head turned into Jerry Rice. His braids started like his forehead got so big. This is why I don't understand how the boxing public looks at what he did with Canelo jumping up, the bigger man. How nobody's curious about this shit. It's just Terrence Crawford is the greatest thing to ever walk the planet. What the fuck, bro? That he's a 135-pound fighter. You don't move up to 68 and be bigger than the guy that was already there for years.
Mm-mm.
That's what I'm
Without
trying to figure
something.
out.
It's not normal, man.
He fought Madrimov a year, what, 13 months before?
Mm-hmm.
At 54. And then he jumped up in 13 months to 68 and was bigger than the guy. This shit is bizarre.
You know what? I
man.
don't know.
And with
I
Victor,
don't know
come
if this
on.
is true.
It's just that man fan shit. It's the man fan shit, man.
Is this true, guys? Can
That's why
somebody
I'm
tell
not
me
no
if this
fan
is
of none of these niggas. I just like to see the fights, man. Because if Benavidez start moving funny and looking crazy, I'm gonna be talking shit about this nigga too.
Oh my God. Is that from
Is this
Zuffa's
true?
page, Jeb? Is that from
Yeah,
Zuffa's
yeah,
page?
What's that?
yeah.
I can't see it. Is
No.
it Devin or Shakur?
Devin and Tio, bro.
That is Devin and Tio.
Let me go see, Jeb. If it's true, I'll be sick. That's a big deal for them if they got them two guys.
Oh, this is
That
saying
is.
Tio. They ain't, please.
Oh, that
Tio
fucking,
probably
you got
lying.
inevitable D block. That kid is the biggest
Yeah,
goofy on the
yeah,
fucking
never
internet.
mind. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see the
Yeah,
post.
but where do you
No
get the
wonder.
Zoot? That shit
I'm
looked
like,
like
where the
Zuffa.
hell?
Hold
I
up,
don't
let me go
know.
to Zuffa's page. They would be telling it before anybody, right? You would think.
So, Rich,
I
what
mean,
the hell
people
are you
get
talking about?
rumblings. Damn, Zuffa got 21,000 followers. It's
Sin,
crazy.
you crazy. Sin is so crazy.
1 hour
Sin
ago,
is wild.
successful day. Zuffa heads born June. Nope, big domestic clash. Nah, I don't
Yeah,
see
no,
anything.
that probably, yeah, he made that up. He made that up. This guy. I was
Yeah,
about to say, this is ridiculous.
they be
That's
engagement farming. Did you see that pound for pound list?
I just saw the one that Devin was talking about with
Yeah,
uh
that's the
anyway,
new
number
list.
one.
That's their
Yeah.
updated list. They got Nakatani over Devin. Devin to me is probably like a late entry on the list. Not even on the fucking list. Not at all. Like, what the fuck is
Oh,
Emmanuel Navarrete doing on a pound for pound list? Oscar Collazo is a minimal weight fighter. What the fuck are we talking about? They got people on that list that don't belong. Bivol ain't fought in a fucking 2 years. When's the last time Bivol fought?
before his back injury, wasn't it?
You're right.
Beterbiev.
Better beef twice.
Yeah.
And to me, Better Beef should be on the list. I thought Better Beef won both those fights.
Me too.
Yeah.
I just don't get this shit, man. It's
Well, that's
crazy.
the Ring
And
magazine, and
yeah, but
it's in the
that's who
Ring
they
magazine.
use now.
But
The boxing
yeah, but
public, that's what they go by. Everybody refers to that
nah.
list.
We're in a
I
watered
don't
down era, you guys.
I'm
This is just
telling you,
watered
Jeff.
down.
Everybody that comes
it's
in
watered
here,
down with weight classes, and it's watered down with
yep,
soft ass everything,
that's
man.
a fact, Cash. This weight
I
class
don't
shit.
get it.
That's
I
why
don't
it's like
understand that. And they had David Benavidez number 5, and they had what
that's
Devin at number
crazy.
8.
Shakur number 3 over Benavidez. Like, where? How do you get to that? To me, Zurdo is every a bit the same kind of competition as Tio, if not better, because we haven't seen Zurdo tailor-made for David Benavidez. We've seen Tio get outboxed, beat up on one occasion, literally running into jabs since the Sandor Martin fight. The guy was easy work for Shakur. We've seen that, but yet we're gonna inflate that and overglaze that and put this kid number 3 on the pound for pound list from a guy who got outclassed on 3 or 4 different occasions.
Zurdo was in there looking like a heavyweight, bro.
Yeah.
He was.
Man, I just don't understand, bro. David Benavidez is going to get shit on his whole career because Canelo lovers and who the hell cares about Canelo anymore? He's going over to Saudi to kill another Mexican holiday. When's his fight with Billy? What date is that on?
And Billy, it's in September. That's the
Okay,
thing,
he's
though.
gonna
I
do
know
it
that David Benavidez is trying to fight on the September 14th.
Good,
He's coming back on the 14th.
Yep, let's get it.
Yeah, just like Too Rich put in his comment. Yeah, he be having memo, but you don't see David busting out his skin looking like Lex Luthor, do you?
I know.
Nigga?
Does David look like he got a evil scientist in his corner like fucking Bud Crawford? Does he?
Nah.
Does he got the
Memo
body,
got him
the
on some
physique, anything?
strength and conditioning shit without the extra roids, nigga. You know what I mean? Use your
David looks
brain.
like
Use your
James
brain,
Toney back
Too
in the
Rich.
day. David looks like he spars all day long, like he does nothing else. He's just in the ring sparring, getting ready for these fights, bro. And I wouldn't doubt that that's what he does, just like James Toney used to. He's got the fast hands, bro, and he's mean as shit. It's
I think
raps,
IQ.
bro.
I think
Anybody
IQ
here.
dropped sharply over time too, man. These people are just seem like they're
Yeah, bro,
retarded.
it's raps. It's raps. David Benavidez has planted his flag. He's the top dog until further notice. Jaron Ennis, Boots, and David been at the very top of my pound for pound list, Jab, since January, since I released it.
I don't know
It's
how
just
they're
take
not on. I don't
boxing.
know how they're not on a
I know.
real pound for pound. Like,
Boots
look,
Boots isn't on that pound for
let's-
pound list. Are you shitting me? Over Collazo or Navarrete? This list is invalid. Usyk is the guy, who the list is made of. You got Inoue
Okay,
at
let's
number
start
one.
with the
This
monster.
shit's all garbage.
At number one, we've already kind of
Yeah,
had
that
this
alone lets you know
conversation.
it's whack.
Teo says yes to the monster at one. What do you say, Shady?
Fuck out of here.
I'll say yes.
Yes. You say still Usyk?
I think Usyk.
I agree with Usyk. We're split, but the ring has Inoue won over Usyk.
Where's he go from here?
Usyk?
Yeah, because if Inoue just fought for one of the best Japanese fighters of all time, right?
This
And
dude
he
don't know
beat
shit
him
about
unanimously.
boxing. He don't,
Definitely don't.
Now, where's
He's a
Usyk go from here? Who's he fight next to give
This
it?
is the
I
boxing
mean,
hacker on TV,
If I
man.
had my
Yeah.
dream list, I would say Atama,
A little bit better dressed.
Benavidez, Caballel.
But I agree with the pound for pound list.
You agree with the updated
Think
one?
about number 8. We haven't seen you fight since what?
Theo,
November?
shut
Okay,
your
but if you
bitch
think about it
ass
like
up.
this, Nakatani, the guy that he suffered. I mean, he had a hard fight with the guy he fought
Yes, he
last.
did.
Here go Devin Haney.
I don't know,
Mexican-
was it
Mexican
Hernandez?
cat.
Was it
Hernandez.
Hernandez? We don't even know him. We don't even know that guy, right? Do you know him?
he's
Say again?
the guy that Nakatani fought before? Anyway,
But
He won like
no
that.
matter what, he had to go up.
He
in
always
weight and
says
then
that we
let go
don't
and
even
make
know
it his
somebody's
Ring
shit,
Magazine
man.
title at
I know.
118 to
They
move up.
barely know who you are, dipshit.
I should be Ring Magazine champion because I
That's
beat the number one
crazy,
guy.
bro.
Look
not
at
exact. There's a
Haney.
logic why that doesn't
For
work.
me to
actually,
become
but-
Ring Magazine champion at 147, I got to go fight.
When are we gonna
Brian
get
Norman
you
again.
unifying? We need
Yes,
you
I
to
see
unify.
why you, from your point of view, it's
For
like,
me to
come
be
on,
Ring
but
Magazine champion, I will have to go fight Brian Norman again.
Oh my God, he's a
Devin,
dipshit.
that was a little hate. That was a little hate,
Yeah.
Devin. That
Oh
was a
yeah,
little hate.
that was a lot of hate. That was a lot of
Big
hate.
mad.
And Too Rich says Zurdo got beat by Bivol, right? Not in the fashion that David Benavidez beat him. Not even
Wasn't at the
fucking
same weight
close.
either.
Nope.
It wasn't
Only
that
weight class.
cruiserweight. Too
Zurdo
Rich.
came back from that. Zurdo came back from that, beat a couple guys, but you would know that if you watched boxing.
Too Rich, you gotta change your name to Zuffa Belt anyway, nigga. Until then, quit talking.
Oh my
Listen,
goodness,
bro.
what's going on?
No, it's Too Rich in the
He gotta
comments
change his
thinking
name to
that
Zuffa Belt.
Yeah, nigga was trying to praise
Bivol.
he was trying to hold the Zuffa Belt up high and shit.
What?
After having that I respect the belts bullshit ass name, man. You a weirdo.
I know, bro. How are we getting this shit misconstrued or conflated? Like that Zuffa belt don't mean shit.
That lets you know when
If-
you're a man fan. Anything to
Yep.
change the narrative to fit your favorite fighter, you know what I mean? Whatever
Yup.
they're going through. That's some
Yup.
man fan shit, man. We don't
Oh,
respect
he's trying to
that
say.
around here.
Oh, he's trying to say
He's
that
saying
David
David
Benavidez
looks
moved up
enhanced.
25 pounds and had incredible speed. So you're trying to say that his performance was enhanced? Is that
He's
what
had
you're
incredible
saying,
speed
Tariq?
since he was a little fat
Yeah.
kid, nigga. You need to do your
Yeah,
research,
his
man.
body didn't look
Yeah.
different. His entirety didn't look like Terrence Crawford looked like his head got bigger. He was way big. You could tell his legs got fatter, like more muscular. He was just solid as a rock, dude. I was shocked that he was bigger than Canelo that night. I was shocked. I said, "Damn, dog, they got
Yeah,
that
Too
shit
Rich, I
over
don't know
there."
what you
with
want tonight.
Too Rich be
You
smoking
know,
I
rocks.
don't
That
know what
nigga.
Too Rich on tonight.
Two rocks.
I don't know what Too Rich on.
Two rocks.
Let's listen to this hating ass nigga, this last hating ass nigga, and then we gonna roll up out of here. I told y'all earlier, well, in one of my last videos, how well, I did Bivol. I'm not Bivol, but I did the Gypsy King as my duck of the week this week. Let's hear Frank Warren go ahead and start jitty bopping and flip flopping for this fight.
We found out last week that Anthony Joshua is going to return on July 25th. I reported a week prior that Moses Atama was scheduled to fight at the O2 on July 25th. What's going to happen to that date?
He will probably fight now on the 8th of August. And that's what will happen. And look, let me tell you that. If he's got this warm-up fight coming up against this guy he's fighting, I'd love him to have had the warm-up fight against Moses. That would have been a great warm-up fight and a good test for him.
Wow. That might have nuked your Tyson Fury fight, though.
It probably would have done. I'm going to be honest, it would have done. But anyway, look, it is what it is, and Moses is going to be out on that date. Moses is an exciting fighter. He's doing everything that's asked of him. He's 21 years old. Was it 4 months ago? He's got a great future in front of him. And again, we sold out with him in his last fight, and we'll do the same up on the 8th of August. Or he's fighting in London on the 8th of August. So it's these are exciting times for world boxing, and certainly exciting times for British boxing.
On the 8th of August, is that at the O2?
That'll be at the O2, yeah.
You did have the 25th of July, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
Were you upset that it was booked on the same day?
I was, but you know what? We could have gone into a head-to-head and all this crap, but it is what it is. And I'm involved with Tyson, so that's the situation. So we'll just move forward and keep moving forward. As I said earlier on, we move forward. We've got a great show we'll have on the 8th, and Tyson. I want Tyson to get in there, because for me personally, seeing Tyson in with AJ. Will prove what I've always felt, that he has to beat him all day long.
So I have just a few things to say about that. First of all, the reason that the dates keep getting changed is because now you want Dua Lipta to perform. Let's not forget that he left that part out, that they're looking for Dua Lipta to perform, and that's the only way that Tyson Fury would want to do the fight. So it's a lot of games being played. That whole standing in the ring and calling out AJ was nothing but bravado. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see if the Gypsy King finally gets in there with AJ, so we can get that done. I don't know what's going on with I hope he don't fight Deontay Wilder again, because I don't want to see that. That was a lot going on. What's going on, Rick Timms?
You don't put that young boy in the ring with no AJ right now. Anyways, do I think he can get past AJ Atama? Yes, I do think he could. But what I'd like to see is Terramona versus the young boy Atama. Let's see who wins that fight. You guys ever see Terramona? You know who Terramona is?
I heard that
Oh
name
my
before.
God. My God, he got two. His name's Terramona. He's Eddie Hearn's young heavyweight. He just got his 8th first round knockout. He hit.
Excuse me, D1. 1 second. Who's hating? And what are you talking about? You hear a lot of hate up here. Where? What are you like? These niggas are sensitive, bro. But anyway, go ahead, D1.
Soft ass.
I want Terramona. He just knocked this dude out in the first round, put him into a seizure with an uppercut. It was scary at first, but the dude got up. He was all right.
Did see that. That's the one that was shaking his hands up. I did see that.
Yeah, he was like Paul Satan and shit on the ropes. That dude, Terramona, his last knockout, the one before that, he's got such a devastating straight left hand. He put dude in the next week. He just dropped like a sack of potatoes. Yo, Cass, because he's on early on the matchroom cards. He's on the fucking prelims and shit.
I saw the highlights on Instagram. That's how I saw it, Cash. I saw the highlights on Instagram.
Eddie needs to get that dude into the spotlight, so maybe the public will start asking for Terramona versus Ayatama, because Terramona's the only heavyweight that got a chance against Ayatama. The only one. Out here right now, the old guys are too old. He's got too good of feet. His hands are too heavy. The young boy Ayatama got all these guys, but I think Terramona, because you know how thin the heavyweight division is. We ain't got no up and coming guys other than Ayatama. Everybody thinks he's the man. This Terramona dude got the reach. He's got the size. He's got everything, and it's Eddie Hearn's guy. So Eddie, I'd be trying to get my guy in there with him. I don't know why Eddie ain't talking about him so much. He's from Australia and shit. But the
Maybe he's
dude got
trying to develop him
heavy,
a little
heavy
more.
hands, boy.
Maybe he's trying to
Yeah,
develop
they
him a little
probably are.
more.
They're probably trying to get him, but I think he was in the Olympics and shit, so he's a little older, little older start, little later start than most. So I'd be trying to push him through and get him in the public's eye so they can start asking for them joints because it's the only one, man. Terra Mona, not ready for Moses. Moses is younger than Terra Mona, though, bro. This is where boxing fans are so conditioned.
We're in
They're
the cosmetic era, bro. All this shit is all
Bro,
makeup, man.
so conditioned to think what the fuck the Bob Arum, because that's where all of these, oh, he's too young, he's not ready. That Bob Arum been promoting for 60 fucking years, and he's been slamming shit like that into your head from the very beginning. Boxers should fight when they can make a fight. This guy's not ready. That guy's not ready. Fuck out of here. These guys should all be beefing it out. And if they lose, work your way back up and try to get that fight again. We're
Yeah.
conditioned, man. Boxing fans.
We are, and I
is a
think a lot
sight
of
for
people
sore
are in
eyes.
protection program mode. A lot of these
Facts.
guys are in protection program mode.
Mhm.
You know, they're protecting their O's or they're protecting some sort of image. But that's when you really find out what you made of, yo, after you take a loss. In
Do you
my
guys know
opinion.
how much?
In
Hold
my
on, hold on.
opinion.
That's
We keep
real. That's
talking
real.
about Terra Mona's experience. Do you guys know how much experience fucking Moses has? He has like 18 fights too. What do you guys think? Ayatama is fucking this conditioned champion, been fucking slaying shit. He's young too.
No, they're moving him. They're moving him carefully too, for sure.
Yeah, they getting him old
You think
scalps. Just the
so?
way. Yeah, he's
Yeah, they're
he's not
definitely moving him carefully.
experienced
Well, no,
either.
yeah. With the Dillian
He
White,
ain't
I
even
get
been
that,
in a
right?
championship fight yet. Who'd he beat for a belt? He couldn't have won a belt because Usyk got him off. Like any
Yeah. I
belt they
think that
give him is a made up fucking thing.
I think that he has the same problem that maybe Boots has. They're really, really good, but they're not getting their credit because they haven't fought anybody. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Well,
Or
anybody
what
that
people would
people know
consider.
that the
Yeah, I'm about to
general
say
public
what
would
people
know.
would
Because
consider.
Boots fought some guys. Ayatama fought some guys. I mean, D-Ball Dillian, that was supposed to be a step up for him. He made easy work of that guy at one round. Skipped one off the top of his head. Good night.
Right.
And
I think they're moving
Terramona's doing
Atama
the
right
same
though,
shit.
because he hasn't even hit
Terramona,
full.
he got
I'm
10
talking
for
about
10.
Atama. He hasn't even. He's not even full grown yet. Wait till he gets full
No,
grown and then
he's
throw him out
he's
there.
just about he's probably
Yeah,
got a year left.
What
But
is he? What is he?
Terramona,
20, 21, 22?
yeah, Moses got mad first round knockout. So does
Moses might be
Terramona.
20,
They
man.
got about 40
20,
rounds
right?
combined between the both of them. Professional fighting experience. 40 rounds combined. Terramona got 8 first round knockouts and 2 fifth round knockouts. Or
I got
some shit
kids
like
older
that.
than Atama, older than Moses, man.
My kid's just about the same age as
For real, I got
Ayatama.
like 3-4 kids older than that nigga, man. I ain't lying.
That's crazy.
That's got mad.
Crazy.
Motherfucker got mad kids. I wish I
Yeah, I
had
know you're
mad.
getting off though. I'll just say this about we living in a watered down era, man. Benavidez to
Water.
me is a sight for sore eyes. He's someone who's
Talk to him.
actually wanting to dominate weight classes and
The
fight
back.
everybody and show you that he is the nigga. Not run around and try to scalp somebody who you know you might be able to get over on. That ain't dominating the weight class. That's not being dominant. And I hold Henry Armstrong what he did. Undisputed at featherweight, undisputed at welterweight, also holding some lightweight belts.
Respect. Yeah,
You know what I mean? Sugar Ray
That's the real
Robinson,
deal.
welterweight, middleweight. You know, those mean more to me than this new era where you got a whole lot more weight classes where you can try to pick off some belts on some
Oh, it's
soft
just
shit.
disgusting.
So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, y'all.
Disgusting.
Do we? I mean, and I don't even want to be disrespectful, right? Because there are some really good fighters in this era, like
There
Abdullah,
is.
you know, all the guys that's coming up now. But I think it's us looking at, you know, what we're
Hold up.
used to
I
seeing
gotta ask
growing
you
up,
a
or
question.
from the older. Hold on, from what we're used to seeing from the older days. Do y'all think that we're spoiled and we don't want to get with the new times, or do y'all think that
No,
this era is just ass? Like, you know what I'm saying? What do
I
y'all
think
really
I
feel?
think I think Jab. A lot of these guys are ass. Listen to me.
Okay.
Maybe where it's a bit of both, but a lot of these guys can't fight, man, and people are fucking brainwashed over it. But I'll be in Cleveland to watch a real fighter, a real up and coming fighter. I gotta buy the tickets Thursday, May 7th. My alarm is set. I'm grabbing them pre-sales. You're not going to the Cleveland fight?
No. I can't go to
I'll be
Cleveland.
there. I'll be there. Sure as the fucking sun comes up that day. I ain't missing that shit for the world. I was just at the arena the other day. I took my son to the Cavs game because Cleveland's
Okay.
the next 2 states over, but it's close. It's only like 2 hours away from my house. So
Oh, that
a
ain't
fight
nothing.
comes
Yeah,
that close, I'm there. Yeah, hell yeah. I can't wait. I'm so
that
excited.
ain't
But it's on the
nothing.
4th of July. So it kind of sucks for that because there's a lot of shit going on where I live 4th of July, but I ain't doing none of it. So fuck that. I'll take my kid
Yeah.
and let's go see. Let's go get hit by some sweat and blood because I'm gonna be so
Oh
close that
yeah.
I can smell them fuckers.
Y'all don't be
I'm
feeling
gonna be
like you in the
so
upside down sometimes with this where we at in boxing, man.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
everybody
how
yeah,
sad.
talking about what they'll do, and you give them credit for talking about what they'll do, not
yeah.
having to go
And
out
then
there
the
and do
guys
it.
that are doing don't get half the credit of the.
Yeah,
It's
what the
like what
fuck
I
is
think
up with
it's, but
that,
you know what,
man?
guys, if we're being honest and we're just giving like an honest assessment, I think a lot of it has to do with us as the fans too, right? Because it's like soon
yeah,
as somebody loses, we kind of throw them away. You know, there's
that's
not the
crazy.
support that they used to have back in the day where it was like
Not
a
me.
nigga
I don't
lost,
move
but he
like that.
came back.
Yeah,
I
me
know you
neither.
don't, Cash, and I don't either, but I'm just saying in
As a whole, yeah,
totality,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I
As a
got you.
whole. Like
You
a
right.
lot of the, it's like, oh, you lost to so and so, you lost, and this and that. It's like, bro, you're supposed to lose.
Your
If you go
career is
your whole entire
over.
career,
Yeah,
yeah, if you go your whole
Styles,
entire career and you don't take a loss, and I look at your resume and I can't pronounce not one name on your resume, how good were you really?
Styles plus mentality is what makes fights.
I think what we're missing is
You're
the
supposed to
mentality.
lose.
Look at these guys. I'm sick on the
That's
scale.
what
I'm
it
not
is,
gonna
Cash.
fight. I'm this.
The
I'm that. It's the
mentality.
mentality that we're this. It's
They're
just so
soft.
like they're so weak, and it's like,
Yeah.
golly, man. What like I don't get it. A lot of these guys, man, today. That's why I'm excited for the Abdullah Masons and the Scooter
Me
Davises and
too.
the Albert Bells and the
Scooter's on
David
that card too.
Benavidez, and it's like it's so much
Scooter,
excitement around.
listen
He's
to
on
this
that card.
card that they just announced. Yeah. Scooter, Tiger, Shushu, and Abdullah is the 4
Oh,
main
that's
fights on the card.
fire.
I can't not be there. I gotta be there. I can't not.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't miss that.
fire. That's
My
fire.
place gonna
That's
be
oh,
packed
who's
out.
on this? I saw who was on the Keyshawn card, but it's not really like, it's all right.
Yeah, it's kind of, but Keyshawn, the main attraction there, he gonna sell all the tickets regardless. Got
Yeah,
his
we know.
brothers on there, both of them. I like the Keon kid, the taller one, the taller of the 3. He can fight. He reminds me a
Ain't
lot
that
of
the
the
one that
Tiger.
ain't that the one that Nair just put hands, shoulders, knees, and toes
No,
on?
no, no, no. That's Calvin. The middle brother
That's the
or the
oldest
youngest
brother.
brother. Yeah, the oldest brother is the one Nair just whipped. Keyshawn, the youngest, and the middle brother, the tallest
No,
one
Keyshawn
of
is the
Keon.
middle, and then the other one is the baby. Keyshawn is
Oh
the middle.
yeah, I thought Keyshawn was the youngest,
No, no,
but I
no.
could be
Keyshawn is
wrong.
in the middle.
Okay,
Keyshawn's the
all right,
middle.
so it's Keon then. Keon, the
Yeah,
youngest
yeah,
and the
yeah.
tallest.
He's definitely
But he
he's
reminds me
definitely
of Tommy Hearns the way he throws his hooks and he generates the same
mm-hmm.
whip on it. But he ain't, obviously ain't nowhere near no fucking Tommy Hearns. He's just a young boy that throws the hook like him. But he could
Yeah, a
punch
lot of
too.
these
All
guys
the
try to mimic
Davises
some of
got
the
some
older
punch.
fighters. Like I feel like Ben Whitaker tries to mimic Roy Jones in the ring, how he dances around and like moves and all that. Like
I
I
think
don't know
he
what he
tries
got
to
going
mimic
on.
Nassim Hamed, the guy he that's who he says
Oh
his
yeah,
idol was. Yeah, that's who he
yeah,
says that he
yeah.
tries to do that stupid fucking showboating and shit. To me, that's who's supposed to be going after David Benavidez. That's who that kid's got to be chasing. Whitaker should be chasing Benavidez. That's the guy that should be
Well,
on his mind for
hell no, they
greatness.
won't even let him fight David Morrell. So you know they ain't about to let him fight David
I know,
Benavidez.
but from a fighter standpoint, if I'm Ben Whitaker training in the gym, the only guy on my mind is David Benavidez because that's who you're going to have to beat to become
Oh really? That's
a great.
fire.
Yeah,
I
all
didn't
his
know that.
brothers, every one of them are on the card. Yeah, dude,
Oh,
Abdullah's
that would be
is,
fire, Ramon. The Masons
yeah.
versus the
Why
Davises.
not? That should be on
Oh,
Top Rank's docket for TNT. Their next card after this. Let's get the Keyshawn card and the Abdullah card fought, and then the bros can go at it. That's man. I don't know
because
what Top
remember they
Rank's
were
doing.
supposed to fight the
That'd be a good shit
Vargases
right there,
before.
D1.
Right?
They were supposed to
Hell
fight the
yeah.
Vargases before, but
Yeah,
I'll
that's
take the
another
Masons.
one. Shit, that's another good card. I'll take any combination of the 3.
And then do it again, man. We in an era
Yeah.
where just because somebody beat you one time, that don't mean that's the same. That's gonna be the same next
It
time, man.
don't, bro. It doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
It don't mean
Nah, you're
that.
right. They don't.
Fighting is
They
is
definitely
is
don't.
different, man. It's just like football and shit as a in that aspect because two teams play. The Cowboys can't say they're not going to play the fucking Eagles anymore because they blew them out last time.
Yeah.
They don't
It
have the
just don't
option
go
to say
like
that. That's the only thing. It's a little more structured. Boxing is more or less the wild, wild west, and everybody gets to do what they want. If it was a
That's my
little more
favorite.
structured, I think it would be better. Like if they enforce the rules, like listen, number one got to fight number two. You got to fight your mandatory. You got to fight this. Not the more popular fights get made over people that's worked their hearts out to get to a mandatory position. Like I think that's a little shady. Like Herrera, how does Zepeda and Lamont just get to skip right over him? He's the interim champ.
Yeah,
So,
if
I don't
these
know.
sanctioning bodies were really doing what they were supposed to do, putting on the fights they're supposed to fight, having guys fight through the ranks, and actually they got their ranking from a fight and not a paycheck, then that's exactly what they should be doing.
If you were fighting like the guys back in the days, 100 fights, you're gonna fucking lose, man.
You're
I
gonna
guarantee
lose.
you're gonna lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like even with Canelo, right? The nigga got what 68 fights and lost 3 times. That's not
70
bad,
something. He
bro.
got 70
Yes,
something
yeah,
fights,
I'm
man.
sorry, 70. 72, 73 fights and you lost 3 times. Like that's not bad, bro.
Canelo said they shorted him 10 fights too. There's about 10 fights not even on his.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah. Them fights in Mexico, they barely get recorded and shit. You can fight 3 times in one day.
Hey, but what did all the
People
Bud
out
fans
there
tell us?
going up.
All the Bud fans were telling us Canelo got too many miles and fights, so I guess they were right.
Yes, they were dead on the money with that one, Cash.
I remember.
Yeah,
When
real
hating
shit,
goes
bro.
wrong. When hating goes wrong, I
Man,
guess.
you noticed like half of the crowd on YouTube has left. No matter what you do, it's like half the people are here. There must be on a different app talking boxing. It's crazy.
All right, Ty, D1, I gotta go feed the little man. I'm gone.
All right,
Yeah, I'm gonna
Cash,
have to
be
get
good, be
myself
safe,
together
bro.
too.
Catch y'all next time. Peace.
Yeah, babe.
All right, I'm
Thanks for
out
stopping
too.
by.
No
Yeah, I'm
doubt,
getting ready to
Cash.
shut it
Thank you
down,
for having me.
D1. Thanks for stopping by, babe.
No doubt. Peace.
All right, peace. Oh yeah. We didn't get the interview we were looking for. When I get off of here, actually, I'm gonna circle back out with them, see if we can try to get them fixed up and see when we can get them back on the channel. I do apologize. I probably should have checked with them before to see if they were technically savvy. I just assumed that everybody used StreamYard, but if not, I will download Zoom or whatever else app that they are comfortable with and familiar with, and we're gonna spin the block with this interview. But thank you everybody for stopping by. I know this is not my regular date and time, and I will be live again probably Saturday. We can go over that Dubois versus Wardley card, but I do have some other stuff that I wanted to talk to y'all about. Just to me a little bit more important, but we can cover that card as well too. But thank y'all so much for stopping by. I appreciate all of y'all. Make sure y'all smash the like button. If y'all are not already subscribed to the channel, please make sure y'all subscribe. We are on our way to 2K subscribers, and I am so excited. I cannot wait. We have so much in store for the channel. We are just getting started, but in the meantime, in between time, I appreciate y'all. Next time we will make sure we get the babies on. But thank you so much for coming out and supporting anyway. And until next time, catch me on a panel. Mother is gone.